Appreciate that you have the button phone still.
What's that?
Is that your phone?
Right? Yeah.
I missed the button.
This will be the headphone
side.
side.
I don't want to get the new one because I
Bro,
see
it's you're right.
it's good.
What's with me? Going in, chatting JT.
What up?
I heard that
Alright.
song.
What's Gucci?
Oh, you haven't heard that? That's pretty good,
I
right?
feel like I haven't heard that song. Is that new? Did you guys just sing
No,
it?
no, that's from the beginning. That's
Oh,
our boy
really?
A-Bomb.
He's
Yeah.
an OG.
Yeah, Austin.
Banger.
Got us a nice track. Very talented guy. Guys, it's good to have you guys back.
Good to be here.
Yeah.
Do we need to do our ad first?
Yeah, we need to do our ad. Guys, welcome to what's up, Stokers of Stoke Nation. This is Chad. I got thrown off a little bit.
It's my bad.
This is Chad Kroger coming in with the Going Deep with Chad JT podcast. Guys, before we begin, I want to remind you once again that we are brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pubed, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dongles are looking fresh and clean. Because when you go to Italy and you see the statue of David, what do you notice? His small dong? No, his pubes. Because he manscaped.
Yep.
Guys, we have two honored guests here today. Have you manscaped
I feel like we
recently?
should have come in after the Manscaped ad.
Why?
We like to get people's reaction.
I like
Yeah.
manscaping is fuck with it.
Occasionally
Yeah.
we'll have like an author on who like wrote a book about World War II and he'll have to sit through the Manscaped ad. And then we get to find out if he trims his pubes.
That's a level up for him.
yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of these academics, they don't take care of their pubes the way they should. They got their head in the clouds and they don't have their hand on the razor.
Yeah, they got the priorities all fucked up.
Yeah.
Happens.
But you guys do stuff to your pubes?
You know, you gotta keep
Right.
gotta keep them trimmed.
Yeah.
Well,
Mine got cornrows.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah,
Does
like-
that hurt?
At first, yeah. I got, but they're all kawaii'd up.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. You feel me?
Well, you
Oh,
can.
is that? Were you trying to make?
I wasn't, but
He's trying to get right into this Clippers bullshit.
I wasn't
Do you have to
trying
put a do-rag on them at night or anything?
Yeah, keep them fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I see those do-rags lying around. I was like, what is this?
The little mini do-rags.
They're little.
Cock sock,
The
yeah.
mini doos.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
put them on and pretend you're wearing it as like a mask or something?
Yeah. Well, I put one on. He was. I wouldn't.
And it's too
That's
late.
for my.
Yeah.
And I already had it on.
It's okay.
Oh, interesting.
I feel closer.
What, so you don't like Kawhi?
No, it's not that. It's just he's clearly trying to start this Clippers beef. We went on KTLA this morning. He asked what I was wearing. I said Lakers shirt. The guy shows up in a Clippers uni. Just to,
I was already going to wear this.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no.
It's,
He's not.
Are you a Clippers fan?
I'm a Clippers fan.
He's not.
I'm a Clippers
No?
fan.
He's not. Well, he is now.
But you're a Bears
Okay.
fan
I'm a
too,
Bears fan.
right?
So Chicago,
It's convenient.
Here we
now,
go.
Yeah.
You know.
Chicago teams are my first priority, but I moved here as a kid, grew up here, and I moved here at the dawn of the Laker fucking rise. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So you can't buy those tickets because they're expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me and my family used to go to Clippers games. So I became a Clippers fan because I went to a lot of Clippers games. And I was a fan through the real shitty times when no one was even thinking about the Clippers.
Like
so,
Getty, Darius Miles.
Oh, yeah.
Eric
Yeah.
Pietkowski.
You don't hear
old.
about this until now.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You don't
This
hear
is,
about.
this is
I
first
was
for
there.
you?
You don't hear about these.
Corey Maggette,
about
baby.
all these times.
He was
of
so
him being a
jacked.
Clippers fan
Yeah,
until
too jacked for a basketball
very
player.
recently. you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now he's vocal.
Okay, you just weren't
Damn.
hearing me.
They're
now the Kawhi's
they're
here, PG-13.
coming out of the woodworks,
Yeah.
And what I say is send them on back to San Diego.
Guys, I went to
Take the
Oh, here
Chargers,
we go.
take the Clippers, get them out of here. We
I don't
need 'em.
disagree with that. I think San Diego deserves more sports franchises. I was just down there
How
last
mad
weekend.
is San Diego?
They're hurting, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, we went to the Chargers Stadium. Was it Union Health or something? Dignity Health.
Used to be Qual.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the new one. Yeah.
Home
Dignity
Depot.
Health.
Dignity.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
Dude, that's a good place
Is
to
it
watch
done?
a game.
Yeah.
They have a new stadium that's done? I
No.
thought they're going to
No,
share
no.
SoFi.
It's
They're
like
going to
a-
lease it from the Ram. They're going to lease the Rams stadium.
No, they're sharing it.
Well, they're going to lease it from the Rams own it.
Okay.
The Chargers are going to lease
Well,
it.
SoFi owns it.
Yeah. So it's like you might as well just send them on back to SD.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a Chargers fan, so I can't speak on that.
Yeah.
Do you think if they went back, the San Diego fans would accept them?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not their fault. I think LA just does not care about the Chargers
Right, yeah.
at all. Like we just got the Rams. Everyone jumped on board, or like it took a couple years because they sucked at first, and then it's like they finally get good.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh fuck yeah, Rams!" And then they're like, "Well, Chargers too, huh?"
It was like a buy one,
Yeah.
get one free.
And everyone's like, "Well,
Yeah.
no, I don't."
Yeah, it was like rags to riches. It was too much.
It's too much.
What if we get Tom? I don't know why I spoke like that. What if the Chargers get Tom Brady? Do you think that'll change the
Whoa.
temperature of how people
I mean, I
feel about
still, I would stand by my
Statement.
Rams.
I'm Team Rams. But I've always liked Tom Brady. I grew up. My dad's from Boston, so I grew up rooting for the Patriots. And then I got to a point like, a few years ago where I was like, you can't just not be from New England and rep the Patriots, really.
Yeah,
I mean, like I had a reason, but I'm also like.
But once the Rams showed up,
once I was like, I'm from LA, born and raised. Like we finally got a football team. I'm all in right away.
Are they going to lose Gurley?
I mean,
No, I don't think so.
he's pretty questionable right now.
he
He has arthritis, right?
Yeah, it's not like a knee thing that's gonna just go away.
Yeah, it's a degenerative issue.
Right.
It was an issue last season. A lot of rosters were fucked.
It bums me out.
Todd Gurley, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a bummer because he's just like, not even in his prime yet, really.
Yeah, he deserves more good years.
Dude, it's crazy how young these athletes are. Like they're all like
Right.
20,
Right.
It is weird.
Now that
Yeah.
you're like older than the prime of these athletes. Like Giannis is like 24. Anthony Davis is 26.
You mean
fucked me up.
Giannis?
Giannis.
Anthony Davis is 26.
He's 26.
Really?
Dude,
That fucked me up.
What?
Yeah, I was like, wait. I thought he was like at least a little older than me.
Yeah.
That was a tough one.
That's weird. How old's LeBron?
5.
34, 35.
I think he's aging backwards though. He might be 32 now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I know, he looks good. Oh, you think he's doing
a little bit
steroids?
up.
Right in the.
Did you ever try steroids?
What?
I did steroids in high school.
Swear,
It's so
I have a lot of
weird,
homies who I didn't know did steroids, but like casually fucked with it. What
I
was
think I
your
told you guys
experience?
last time you
Oh
guys
yeah,
were on.
I think you did.
Man,
yeah.
I always want to tell you guys about this.
Hey, let's talk about it.
It was great, but not long term, not sustainable.
Did you get jacked? Do you have pics?
Yeah, I got some pics. Yeah,
I would like to see those at some point. if
it
you
might
can
take me a while to rustle up, but after the pod, I got one of me in a shower in a bathing suit,
Okay.
and I look like a house. Yeah, it was cool. Your face gets puffy, and your back breaks out, and who knows what the long term damage to your organs are.
Right.
But you can work out twice a day and put up some pretty big numbers on the bench.
Nice.
My dog.
Clarity or happiness, baby? Which one? Happiness.
That's what we were discussing before the podcast. What would you rather have, clarity or happiness?
I think happiness
Yeah, I'm
wins.
going
Happiness.
Clarity, I think, would make you less happy. Like the more clarity you have, I think you're sacrificing the happiness. The more
Yeah.
you know about shit.
True.
Yeah, you think
It's
the
tough.
ignorance
Yeah.
is bliss.
Yeah, it really is.
I was we were talking about how LeBron may potentially be, because there's some rumors of LeBron being. And, someone was like, honestly, if he was like, I wouldn't even be mad.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. I mean, thing is with basketball, it's like it's not like it helps that much. Like it
Right.
helps with the athleticism, but like it doesn't help with your shot. It doesn't
Right.
help with like your finesse, your
Right.
passing, like your court vision.
Yeah.
It's not like football where you get juiced up and like
Hurt somebody.
do some serious damage.
But the
Or
part where you
mixed
run down the
martial
full
arts.
court, chase somebody down, and block their shot.
Hold on.
Is that,
I think
Is
you're
that-
a little too close.
oh, is that better?
Yeah, it's a little.
Okay.
No, better closer than far. Yeah.
I think LeBron juicing up is the plot of the new Space Jam.
I could see
Really?
that.
Yeah, I think that's like.
I could see that. Dude, the Looney Tunes or the Monsters juiced up in the old one.
Yeah, the Monstars.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Monstars.
What do
Yeah,
you-
yeah.
Monstars.
And then they
What do you mean
fake
they juiced up?
What do
juice.
you mean? That was like the whole thing.
They,
How
you
they-
guys
they got
huge.
huge.
Oh right. Well, they stole the powers.
So
Yeah,
they
they
stole
juiced
like
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MJ's what was
It's a
it?
commentary.
His
That-
mojo.
That team wouldn't work in the modern NBA. There's no good shooters on that team.
Yeah.
On the Monstars?
Yeah, you got Muggsy, Ewing,
Zion could play for that squad.
Yeah.
Barkley,
Zion is a real monster.
Bradley. Who's the fifth?
Muggsy.
No, he said Muggsy.
You already
Ewing?
said Muggsy.
Was Ewing? Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley.
Was Larry Johnson the fifth guy?
It wasn't a dream. It really happened. The part where they're walking through the hallway and everyone's good except Sean Bradley, who just hits
Yeah.
all the little guys are walking and Sean
just-
Bradley just boom.
Yeah.
What a great movie. I could never make it through because I'd be outside putting up shots by
It just
the end.
inspire you
I'd
too
get
much
too
halfway through.
inspired.
Yeah.
That first montage, just come on and slam.
It was Larry
I'd be
Johnson.
like,
So you missed the part where they lose in the end.
what?
They don't win. It's like Coach Carter. You think they're going to win, they lose first round.
Damn.
Did you guys realize that happens in Coach Carter?
Yeah.
I rewatched it recently. I was like, hold on, they fucking lose this shit? You don't realize that.
They
go the
lose
whole-
to Arnaz Battle. What was the guy's name?
Yeah. No, Battle was on their team. They lose to the dude who was based off real life, I think Tyson Chandler.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dominguez
Something
Hills.
like that. Is that in the Bay? Or
No, that's just where Tyson went in real life.
Where's Dominguez Hills at? Is that out here?
In Dominguez, I think. And,
Oh, then
yeah.
maybe he wasn't.
I'm
Tyson
just talking
Chandler.
shit.
Fuck, it was something.
But dude, the speech from Coach Carter, what are we most afraid of? Our greatest fear is not that we're inadequate, it's that
Great
we're powerful
speech.
beyond measure.
Yeah.
That shit
Coach
really
Carter was the
registered with
worst
me.
thing that could have possibly happened to my basketball team. Because
Why?
my coach saw that movie and was like,
That's us.
that's me. You know, and he was like, we're going to condition the fuck out of these kids. But like, you know, in that movie, they had like natural talent. Like they would actually,
Yeah.
you know, they were good and shit. You can't just run kids that
No.
need more skills. Like,
Yeah.
coach, we got to be shooting around. You know, we're like,
Yeah. He's like, no, 500 suicides.
yeah, we're doing all this stupid conditioning shit. And he's like feeling all like he's inspiring himself, you know,
Right.
putting us through study hall, like all the
He's
it's like such an emphasis on all the bullshit. Like, coach, we need to get some balls and we need to play.
Yeah.
We need to play basketball.
What position did you play?
I was a point guard, shooting guard,
Nice.
I can see that.
What was your game?
threes.
Oh, just let it rain? Mm-hmm. Catch and shoot or
Rain
off
man.
the
Made it
dribble?
rain and then aggressively attack the basket.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
What was your best game ever?
I would have been a lot better if I was like 6'6".
I love when people say that.
That was a much better. If I was 6'6", like my game really would have made a lot more
Like,
sense.
dude, if I was 6'8",
Things would be so
240 and
different.
jacked, I definitely would have been the starting power forward on the
Right.
high school
Yeah.
team.
I was a pretty fire dribbler,
Were you?
but I just didn't grow.
Yeah.
So by the time I was in 6th grade, I was like, I'm out.
See, that
I went to water polo.
That took me until 11th grade
Really?
to be like, maybe this isn't gonna happen.
Yeah, but I could dribble, dude. I could dribble.
All you need is really good handles to just like hang on a court.
I think
really.
handles are the most important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you play?
Yeah, I played. I stopped playing in high school though. That's like where I stopped.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never played.
You know
only-
someone's
only
no
pick
good
up.
when they say that they're really good at rebounding and defense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can pull down some boards and I'm good at defense.
Oh, like Kawhi Leonard?
Okay, so
Yeah.
so you can't shoot, you can't dribble.
Nah, but my defense though.
Uh-huh.
And
I
my
pick up
boards.
dudes full court and pick up.
There you
He's-
go.
he's
That's
su-
a mental game.
He's
Yeah.
very aggressive. in
You slap the
pickup.
floor, don't you?
Yeah, slap the
You-
floor.
What-
I
he's
get
one of
it
those.
Slap and slide.
Yeah.
Wait.
And I pass on every shot. I've had dudes like call me out at pickup. They're like, he's afraid to shoot. He's afraid to shoot. And I'm like, all right, relax, dude. Yeah. Just let me suffer.
When they're like, make him go
stealthily."
left. Make him go left. He has no left hand.
I know. And
Yeah.
they start calling out your weaknesses. It's so funny.
JT has a lot of intensity on the. We had one with just our office pickup game. He's got a lot of intensity on the court.
Well, yeah, and also the other people didn't really know how to play. Like, we were like, check ball, and they were like, what does that mean? And we were like, wow, we're really starting from the ground level. And then, yeah, so I was
And you
just,
guys were Coach Carter.
yeah, so I was just playing
Yeah.
down low. I was just boxing out and posting up.
There you go.
Yeah, it's good stuff. What were you? What's your opinion on Kevin Durant? Because full disclosure,
No, I mean,
Jimmy was saying he or less
you
than
know,
all right.
like he's obviously like a very, very, very good player. You know, I choose him a lot in 2K. But I just think he's like the wackest superstar.
Dude, I love the hot take. So what makes him whack? You think?
He's just whack. I just don't. His whole vibe is off. You know, like you take Russell Wilson for example. You know, like obviously
This dude hates Russell Wilson.
unreal, but like shut up, dude. Shut the fuck
I
up.
love Russell Wilson. I love
I
watching him
love
play because I
Russ.
love a little guy who can scramble.
Just-
yeah.
You
I
know,
get
it's
that.
like, oh, I'm so perfect, and shut the fuck up, dude.
Damn,
he's the
hater.
kind of guy that like secretly is doing some fucked up shit. Like,
No.
yeah, his fucked up shit hasn't been uncovered. His streak is too perfect.
No way.
He's
You think he's
secretly,
doing? Wow. You think he's doing child
He's
porn?
got
That's
kids in the
crazy.
closet.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
He's done some stuff where like he described Ciara's beauty. Did I say that wrong?
Yes.
Sorry. He described her beauty on Instagram, and when someone typed in beauty into Google, what he wrote was exactly what Google tells you
No.
beauty is. Yeah.
Cornball.
Yeah. And then he
What
gives-
if he just went off the top of the dome though? Like he just has that
he just
definition
is
still.
Google. That's
Yeah.
funny.
he is
Yeah.
Webster.
And then
Corny.
he gave
He
a
is corny. He's a
commencement
cornball.
speech, and he made up a bunch of stories in it.
Aw.
Yeah, like about getting cut from the team and then like fighting back to get his spot, but it was all not true.
Well, didn't he like have a weird college career? He had to switch schools because he wasn't like starting.
Yeah, he was like a post grad player at Wisconsin after he finished in North
weird,
Carolina.
Yeah, because they swapped
State.
out the real guy and they put the robot in there,
Oh yeah.
and that was
Fun.
when he became different.
I like his hair.
Yeah, he's looking good lately.
Yeah.
A lot of good off-season swag coming from athletes.
Yeah.
Like the Rock. The Rock is an alien
Right.
Yeah.
that was
Most
sent here to
definitely.
take over the Earth,
And he's doing it.
and it's working. you
I'm
know?
100% sure. Yeah, I'm calling it now. He's gonna run for president.
Have you guys met The Rock?
No,
Not yet.
I like The Rock, just for
Yeah.
the record.
I've heard his charisma's on fire nonstop.
I heard when he makes those videos, because someone was saying like
Oh, it was
they're on Ballers, yeah.
It was
Chris.
Yeah, thank you.
And he was saying that like, you know, he makes those videos, and I was like,
Yeah.
when he's on set and he pumps out one of those videos where he's like, ha, 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 we're here on the set of Ballers. I hate my director. I'm kidding. I love him.
Yeah.
And he just like delivers some like eloquently worded 1 minute video. I was like, does he do multiple takes? Like, is the whole crew sitting around waiting for him? Like, he's like, fuck. Let me do take 3 real quick. And the crew's just waiting. He's like, no, man. Like, he pumps those out, one take, up on the gram.
Professional.
Like, doesn't stop.
I love when he after he does cardio and he talks to his elliptical. He names it Bertha. He's
Wait,
like,
he does this?
The Rock.
I've never seen. I mean, yeah, I've never seen this.
I remember it from like 2 years ago. He'd be like, yeah, he's all sweaty. He's like, yeah, me and Bertha. What's up, Bertha? We have a good time? And she's like, yeah, she's shy. I'm like,
Wait, who's Bertha?
His
his
elliptical.
elliptical.
He named
Which
it-
I always like, he and Joe Rogan do elliptical, which kind of confuses me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you the
Easier
Rock
on the
an
knees.
elliptical?
I guess, yeah. They got so much weight up top.
I like the curved treadmill. Have you guys seen those?
Dude, I've been doing that.
Bro,
a
those
lot.
are the best.
The one that,
Yeah.
like,
ones are
kinda-
just like curved. You just-
Yeah.
I just walk on them like 25 minutes.
I'm not used to
I-
it. It scared me. I tried it.
Once you get it, it's the best.
Yeah, when the sprints
the
on
rhythm?
it, you
Yes.
just like the momentum keeps going.
Next level.
Yeah.
What's your guys' workout routines? You
Yeah,
guys are
Jim, what's your
both
workout
strong.
routine?
My workout routine is like, I'll look at the clock. I'll be like, okay, I got like an hour and a half. I can do this. And I mob to the gym. I'll hop on the treadmill, run like a mile, and then just, you know, do whatever's open.
Sick.
Nice.
Yeah. Usually I'll do some pull-ups.
Okay.
I'll do some little bit of inverted bench, and then some abs. You know, maybe some box jump, maybe some jump rope.
Is inverted
Yeah,
that's
what's in-
incline or decline?
Inverted bench.
Decline.
Oh,
okay.
nice. Good for the lower part of the pack, right?
Yeah.
Lower part of the packs.
Lower titty.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm really into stretching now. I'm more into stretching than I've
Best.
ever been in my
It's the
life. And I'm like,
best.
what the fuck was I doing? It's like in playing sports in high school, not doing this. So I stretch and roll out for like 20 minutes.
Can you
25
reach your
minutes.
toes?
Yeah. I'm like the most
nice.
flexible I've ever been, which is like sucks that I didn't realize.
How long do you stretch for?
Like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I think that makes you happier too. Like after you
Yeah.
stretch, I have a smile on my face.
Yeah, I don't give a
Not after you-
fuck if
after I
I
stretch.
miss like a
Yeah.
whole other part of the workout. If I did my 25-minute stretch, my day is so much better. And then I cardio on that curve boy.
It's the best.
And I only lift for like 25, 30 minutes nowadays. Or swim. Swimming is my shit now.
But he's
Yeah.
there twice, you know.
No.
He's doing 2 a days.
Fuck no.
Nice, dude.
No. I wish.
Have
Or
you
Health
seen-
House.
Have you seen Christian with his shirt off?
Dude, you're ripped.
think so.
Yeah.
He's embarrassingly jacked.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta keep it low key.
He's too jacked. If I was that jacked, I'd be embarrassed to take my shirt off.
Yeah.
Christian takes his shirt off and was like, all right, dude, chill the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Like, calm down, you know?
Do you
It's
find
the
it hard to
stretch.
like be subtle when your shirt's off?
I try to keep my shirt on.
Right.
Yeah.
But are you the guy that your friends are like, you know when you have like a friend who's super ripped and then you get drunk and you're like, take your shirt off, dude. Do people do that to you?
No, just Kyle Herbert does that to me. Jim's roommate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the cop does that to everyone.
I'm the guy who does
Take
that.
your shirt
you're the
off.
guy?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
drunk person was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that? It was a photo of these 2 guys that said they partied together all night at the club.
Oh my god,
And then
he's
it
the
was
best.
they did a jersey swap.
Sulfur Bar.
But it was like their Hawaiian shirts, and they had partied together all night, and they took a photo.
But it looked like an NFL like post game jersey swap. It was just
Oh, that's
straight
hilarious.
face.
That's really
It's like, it was like I met this guy in Vegas. We partied all night, and so we did a jersey swap.
They did a jersey
That needs to
swap.
be a thing.
That's the best.
Dudes just swapping shirts end of the night.
Did that inspire you guys?
Yeah.
It kind of did, you know. I don't usually get inspired by, you know, that meme.
Because if you
bullshit.
do find a random person to party with and you have a great night, like I think that's rare nowadays.
Oh,
you
for
actually
sure.
click with a random person, like trust them enough to keep partying all night.
After
Yeah.
college, for
yeah.
sure.
So if you can accomplish that, like it's dope.
I was
Yeah.
arguing with my brother at a bar the other day, and I'd made friends with the guy before, and he came up to me and he was like, "Yo, JT, chill, dude." And he was just a stranger.
That's really funny.
yeah.
You said, yo, JT.
He's like,
chill."
JT, it's all good, dude, chill. Yeah. And then afterwards, I was wrong, but afterwards he was on my side. He's like, dude, it's all good. Some people just don't get it. I was like, thank you, dude. I met 20 minutes ago.
Wow.
Yeah. He
What
was
a
cool.
real one. Shout out to him.
Yeah, his friend didn't like me. I could vibe on that right away. I think he was a little threatened by the connection.
Could you take him if you had to?
I don't want to say.
Yeah, we'll keep it on low.
Cut to their angle and then just not.
Yeah, exactly. What do you guys do for inspiration? Do you ever run low on inspo? You need something to pick you up. What do you go to?
For sure. Yeah.
It's a hard turn into a different direction.
No,
Jesus.
I was thinking of last time we were lacking inspiration during a writing session.
What do we do? Oh,
What's
I
up?
know exactly what we did.
What'd you guys
and
do?
it worked.
It worked really well.
What'd you do?
Go ahead. Spill the beans.
We ate some chocolate shrooms,
Oh, those are
Nice.
great.
and we were like stumped on the ending of Not Real Bros. I'm not going to say what it was. We won't say what it is.
We won't say what it is.
But it was the finale of a show, and
we were low inspiration,
we were
low energy, kind of like moping around the writer's room, like, oh.
Yeah.
we had been doing it for like a few days too, and we were like, all right, let's just shake things up a little. Took shrooms and just mapped out the full outline of that episode.
Yeah.
And like, it was good.
It's good?
And we were
It
like,
holds
dude,
up?
we're
Like,
loving
wait,
it.
are we on shrooms or is this good? Like, nah, this is really good.
And we sent
Yeah.
it to the other guy that we write it with who wasn't there that day, and we're like, and he was like, dude, this is great.
It's
And we're like,
fucking
okay, cool, it
genius.
is, it is
this-
great.
Yeah.
And then we did.
But
it
he was on
again.
mushrooms too, so it was. No, he was sober.
What's your writing process like? How do you? It's just the two of you usually.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
I just got this writing room. Like I moved like a few months ago, and I turned this back house into like a full writing room.
Yeah.
So I have like these 5 massive whiteboards, huge whiteboards. Boom, 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 boom.
I've seen it on your story a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TV in the middle to airplay the scripts, and then just like
Nice.
a bunch of seating,
Yeah.
and it's great. It's just a great vibe.
Yeah,
back there.
it's a vibe. It's a
Yeah.
vibe.
Like if we could, if we like sold a show and the studio was like, yeah, like we come to our studio for the writing room, I'd be like,
Right,
no, like
yeah.
we should just do
Right.
it at my place because it's.
We've invested
it's
a lot
better.
of energy.
Yeah.
But then, like, it depends what we're writing. To how we start the session.
Yeah, like for Real Bros, it's the main thing is like you look at all the characters and like where they're coming from,
Yeah.
and just figure out where they need to start,
Yeah.
and then you figure out where you want them to end up.
Right.
Right.
And you go
And
back and
then-
like check your work. Like if you write something in like episode like 3, you're like, all right, this is dope. You got to go to 10 and make sure that like when you finish that like
It
arc,
syncs
it's gonna
up.
sync up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is cool because we have these big ass whiteboards all over the writers' room, so like you can just be like, all right, 4, this is what's happening. How about 10 over there? And like look over there. Like, does that work? All right, cool.
Yeah.
So do you do like full outlines, like detailed outlines
What we
before
do
you
is
start
like
writing?
you start looking at like how like the character, you want him to get from there to there, and then like all the notable moments you want
Yeah.
that to happen that season,
Plot
and then
the
you
points.
kind of write out per character like what needs to happen like episode by episode, and then you have that all in front of you, and then from there it's like what we've been doing lately is putting it in like a keynote file, and then you have like episode 1, 2, 3, and then you can like you write the scene. Say it's like Xander's at the body shop and like installs his 300th truck nuts. You can take that and like click it and move that scene. Like, well, let's put that in 2. Let's put that,
Yeah.
and then it's just kind of equaling out
I'm gonna
like,
web them together. Yeah.
what you want, and then being like, oh well, this episode's pretty stacked. We can move some of those things to this one.
Yeah.
And then once it's kind of like that, you have the full outline with all the scenes, and you can go through and make the outline, and then by the time you get to the scripting process, it's like
And
all
it's
the
like
work
butter.
has been done.
Yeah. So yes, we do
Yeah.
detailed outlines, and like we try to also like put, even if we don't have an idea of how we're gonna get to a specific joke, but there's like something really funny we know we want in there, like we'll put that on the map, and then kind of like map around how we get there and how we leave there, like for like the really big jokes. We're like, we don't know how we're gonna get this in there, but like this has gotta happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
you
build
got to have
around
that sidebar of like shit that you're like, I don't know where this goes, but
Yeah.
it
It's gotta
needs
be
to go
there.
in there somewhere. So we'll just start writing, and like it'll
Do you ever
come in
worry about like
naturally.
having to do too much justifying to get to those beats, or is it pretty easy?
Yeah, sometimes you get there and you're like, fuck, like so you have to cut some stuff. You have like there's for sure some jokes on that list for this season of Real Bros and other projects that like had to hit the floor just because it was too much. We weren't gonna make it work. It was gonna fuck up the other stories.
And when you
Well, with something like Real Bros, is like it's supposed to be ridiculous,
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like there's not as much pressure in that sense for like something not making sense. Like, a baby, she gets 9 months pregnant in 2 days.
Yeah.
The baby ages like 5 years in like a week. Like, we've kind of broken the rules. So
Lean
with
into
something
it.
like that, it's like certain things. It's funny though, because certain things we're like, we don't need to justify this. It's just a weird fucking show. And then
Yeah.
certain things like we've thought out so hard, and we're like, well, that doesn't make sense. The character would not
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. We kind of need to figure out where to
Yeah.
we figure out where to draw that line.
There's a balance. Yeah.
It's funny how serious it gets for how like funny or like
Yeah, that is
dumb the
hilarious.
joke is
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you must spend 3 hours like seriously figuring some
Yeah, the
shit
things
out.
you'll hear people like seriously talking about.
Right.
Yeah. They're like, but if someone had a penis that small, would they really make this kind of choice?
Right.
Based off the fact that their mother reacted this way.
We
a
had the
week
same
ago.
convo, yeah.
And you're like, no, I don't. And then you have to like sit there and be like, I think you would. Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's interesting to find the happy medium between like applying so much logic that you out logic the funny out of it,
Mhm.
and then I think that's like the biggest battle I think in the room.
Yeah, what do you guys do? What's your process?
Just talking a lot and chilling. A lot of
Yeah.
looking at my cell phone.
You gotta have the notes on your phone. You guys watch stuff for inspo?
Yeah, I always try to watch and read stuff because I feel like it just opens
Mm-hmm.
up pathways in your brain. I remember Patton Oswalt, who I don't even think is a sports fan, said he used to watch Gail Sayers run.
Wow,
Because he
Bears.
said like watching his
Go Bears.
genius in that field would transfer over to his comedy.
That's
But yeah,
interesting.
I try to watch
Huh.
like, I don't know, just movies that are, like I try to watch stuff that's very different from how my brain works
Yeah.
because I feel like it might open some stuff up.
I feel like
But I
what
don't even
hap-
know if that works. It's just
No,
what I do.
I was gonna say I feel like some of the best days in our room come from like when one or both of us have like went home and just like watched something like a
Yeah.
movie or like a few episodes of a show. And we come in like, yo, I watched this and it made me laugh or it was like dope, and then like that's just energy to, even if we don't write about that shit, it's like energy to take you into the session.
Yeah, I feel like there's
Yeah.
certain hooks. I look for certain hooks to put me in the right mindset, like you know, stand up or with like writing for our videos and stuff. Watching stuff or like with stand up. Like recently, I was like, I need to write more stand up. Like I haven't written stand up in like a month.
Right.
And then you just listen to something, you get in that mindset, and then it just gets your mind. And then I'll do like free writing and stuff. And
Gotta exercise that brain muscle.
Going to
Yeah.
therapy too, just clearing out
Oh,
all
really?
the other stuff so I just don't fixate on it when I should be focused on the work.
yeah, I do similarly. I do like breathing exercises before. I'm
Ooh,
like,
breath work is
to take
real
away
deal.
the anxiety.
some
Yeah,
meditation. Yeah.
Some
I
Wim
get-
Hof.
I get the most
Yes.
from like watching things or just
Yeah.
experiencing things that I don't like.
Oh,
Ooh.
interesting.
Like
Oh,
I don't
nice.
like. I would never watch like a show I like to try to write a show. Just like
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't want to think about. I don't know.
Because you'd have their logic in your head. And you're
Yeah, I
trying
don't
to do
want to.
it.
I don't want to go down
Yeah.
the same route. So it's like if it's things that I see that I'm like, I hate that. That usually start like make me think. Like I start thinking of ideas based off that.
That's what Sam Peckinpah says he did. He says he did.
Who's that?
The guy who did like The Wild Bunch and like Straw Dogs. Just a big director in like the 60s, 70s. And he's like, I only watch things I hate. And then I just know how to go in the opposite direction.
That's
from
funny.
there.
Yeah, I would say that's more my like.
Yeah, and
That's
living, like, it's
cool.
like living. Like if you don't go out and like get social, like your inspiration plummets.
Yeah, you got
Like just do stuff, like experience shit.
Yeah.
If you don't, like what are you gonna write about?
And hanging out with
Yeah.
funny friends and funny
Right,
people
yeah,
is
yeah.
just like
Characters.
when you guys start like riffing on something and you're like,
Got
this is
it.
pretty good.
Yeah, just lock
This
it in.
is some good stuff.
When you guys map out the character arcs that kind of become the framework for the show, are they like genuine character developments? Or are they like comedic character developments? Or is it a
Both.
No,
mix of
they're
both?
usually like actually.
They are.
It's like a
shit.
real hero's journey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like you want Duncan to get from like take season 2. It's like Duncan is you have him at the beginning and he's like under his dad's wing, wants to get out from under his dad. We want him to open his own surf shop. We want
Get over
him
his
to
broken heart.
Get over his broken
Right.
heart. Like
Yeah.
none of it's like serious, but then it's.
But it's real character like evolving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then we have like jokes that we've accumulated over time that are like, in our Real Bros note file that we'll like pull up from our phones and be like, those are the things you start like. The main framework is like serious storylines, and then you start sprinkling in all the jokes
Right.
because those can kind of land wherever. The
Yeah.
most important is having that.
Do you think characters need to have like a positive trajectory for it to be compelling for the audience?
Fuck no.
Positive,
But then
or-
it's like oh yeah, you mean like they advance?
Yeah.
No, 'cause I think a character could like fail harder and harder every episode, but like if you're getting bigger laughs, like does that count as like an advancement? Like I don't know.
No,
You're-
right. It's just, but it's just, it's going in there's a trajectory, but it doesn't have to necessarily be positive.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's
Like Review or something like that is like that.
Or yeah, I guess like Turtle from Entourage kind of goes up and down pretty heavy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like nah. So like
He was a
I
tough
doesn't really
one.
go anywhere
I
until
didn't
the
like,
end.
I didn't like
Yeah.
him when he was doing better.
Yeah, I didn't like
Yeah.
when he was winning.
Yeah. I just wanted him to be Turtle.
I think
Right.
it's fun. It's generally funnier when they are losing.
Yes.
And
As long
something
as-
we've experienced with this show was like, it's like, are they losing too much? Like, are we just handing them L after L after L?
Right.
And it's kind of funny. They got to have some wins here and there, but like, I think the audience really only cares about what you do with, you know, the journey. It's not. They don't really care about the destination so much. It's not. It's a nice payoff. Like that makes the ending of something good. If like you like where they end up, but the most important part is like enjoying whatever you're doing with whatever they're experiencing. And I think the reason people like Real Bros so much is because all these characters, they feel real in a certain sense, and like they feel like, oh, like that is how that guy would react in that situation.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe he's taking an L, maybe he's winning, but it feels
His reaction
right.
is authentic.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be some of the most fun stuff is a win from their point of view.
Exactly.
Whereas like the audience is like, that's not a win at all, but from their point of view, they're just like stoked.
Right.
That's some of the best moments, I think.
That is really funny.
What's your favorite part of the process? Within like production and everything too.
Wow. There's so many. I like a favorite from like every part of it. It sounds whack and greedy.
What's your number one?
Right. That was the question. Well, fuck. Because I love the reactions from people.
Right.
Like I love seeing people get really happy and like laugh and like just have a good day.
Yeah,
off
that's
of like
nice.
seeing stuff we
Yeah.
put out. But there's definitely some times in the writer room where we just like laugh for like several minutes in a row.
Yeah.
Like I always say, like no matter how like weird or like bad a day is, the fact that I get to come to work, you know, 9 out of 10 days and laugh, like that's something most people don't get to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you be doing if you weren't doing this?
Probably some in music.
I think I asked you that last time you were on too.
Deja vu.
Dude, I suck.
So
what would you be
You want to
doing?
take a lap?
Yeah, I'll be back.
I would say my favorite part is like I hate the editing process gets so fucking annoying. You know, when you're in there, it's like, yeah, you have a rough cut and it's decent, but it's not where it needs to be. And you start diving in and looking at all the other takes and opening it up, and like you get to a point where you're like, I've fucked it up. You know, it's like I've put all these new takes in. And it's like we're jumping around. It's all quilted together and it's messy. And then it's like you just keep going. You keep smoothing it out. And finally, it gets to a point where you're like, when it clicks, and you're like, that's it. There it is. That's how it needs to be. This is it right here.
Like when the puzzle's coming together and you're like, oh, I can see the picture now.
And it's that moment that I like the most.
Yeah.
It's the when it finally clicks in the edit, and you're like, that is the final. That's it right there. I mean, the writing process is definitely my second favorite part. You know, just coming up with these ideas when you realize, like, you know, when we're sitting there and we like realize
That's a
the
hit.
vibe in there is like
Yeah.
we just came up with something really fucking
Yeah.
funny. Like,
Yeah.
that's just a great feeling.
When something gets said and we're not like thinking about both, like, yep, like put it down right now. You know,
Yeah.
because sometimes it's like, okay, let me think, okay, I can see how that works. But every now and then something gets said, you're just like, yep, write it right now.
And sometimes
that's
you
the
think
best.
you don't even like need
Yeah.
to say it, you know. It's just like we both are in this. We're having the same conversation. We're writing the same thing. We know how we got to this point. So it's like sometimes it's just being like, wait, should we? And it's like,
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we should.
Yeah.
And it's like we won't even say it out loud.
Yeah. Take a
But
turn.
you just know you're on the same wavelength. So that's a great
That's
moment.
a vibe.
Do you have trouble watching yourselves on screen?
I used to.
Yeah. Like during the editing process, and you see yourself, you're like, "Oh, dude, I gotta step out."
I'm fine with the editing process when I'm in control of the
when you're in
editing
control, right?
process.
I'm very critical.
Yeah.
On myself.
I mean, I have trouble watching myself. I have to watch it a few times. I'm like, I get used to it. I'm like, okay.
I think I'm critical of him too now. Like I've seen just so much. Like I know what are his best takes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, now there's a better one in there.
Yeah. I also like I was just watching. I got sent a movie I did last night that it never ended up coming out, and like it felt great. And then I'm watching it, and I'm like, damn, I wouldn't have chose that. I wouldn't have chose that. I'm doing way too much with my face right there. Like I like with Real Bros or with something that like I'm editing or directing. It's like, if you don't like it, you can change it.
Right.
You know? I'm like,
Yeah.
that take I did way too much, so let's swap that out and let's put in one that I like, and let's do that for everyone. But so when you're just acting in something, there's a lot more nerves going in. Like you're
Yeah.
showing up like, fuck, what'd they choose?
Right.
That's I hate that. I hate, and when you feel like when you don't feel good about that, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the editor just kind of boned you.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you want that. Obviously, you want an editor that's going to choose all the right shit from all the right takes. But some people, like, they'll just use take one, or they'll just choose a take and just let that one go.
So have you been like at a screening for something? You're just like, oh, dude.
Yeah. I mean, not like disappointed, but like I've seen shit and been like, felt like that could have came out funnier. Like the timing you could have fucked with the timing a little more, and like you fucked with my timing. Like that's not how I did it when we were shooting. Like I gave a different amount of time, and it's like those little, you know, shaving a couple frames here and there, like could totally fuck the timing of the scene, and it's like it could totally fuck the delivery of like the way an actor says something. So it's like,
especially if they don't get the joke you were trying to make.
Yeah, it's like
the
sometimes
doesn't get the inflection in your voice was like the joke.
Yeah, you wanted to use that ...
Right. Right.
And if it just goes straight to the it's like you lost the joke.
Right.
Were you involved in the editing of American Vandal at all?
No. No, but they just did a great job.
Yeah.
You know? So like I was watching it and I was like, oh fuck yeah. Like that was truly something that I knew it was going to be good, just because the scripts were fucking great.
Yeah.
But you know, like I said, you never really know how something's going to turn out, and the way they did everything, like the timing and just like everything was great, like the graphics and stuff. Like I saw it and I was like, holy fuck, you guys made like a great show.
Yeah.
So that was a cool moment.
How do you guys manage your partnership to keep everything like just running smoothly and
Kush.
staying friendly?
It's like Kush.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like blazing together, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, you got like a ritual you do together?
Nah, we just smoke Kush.
Yeah, I'm romanticizing it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got a rhythm to it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's practice. Takes years.
How long you guys been working together?
Since 2011.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. 2011.
It's pretty rare.
Yeah. It's a thing.
Well, did it sort of start out like you guys just started doing stuff together? I think we talked about it in the last pod, but you started doing
the
stuff.
same podcast.
Yeah.
I know.
You started doing stuff together a little bit, and then you're like, all right, we're partners, or it's kind of like, let's make shit together.
It was more of like a slow, like Christian's role definitely like has increased a lot, like since where we started. You know, like when I had started a channel and I was like working with like my two high school buddies, and we were making videos, like just stupid shit. And then, you know, I got to the dorm and like I was working with this guy who had a lot of equipment, and like we started working together. And then that was when I like found out about YouTube, and like people were making all this money and shit, and got like, I want to do this. And then like I started to do that, and Christian and I kind of came to the realization we were both in the same, like,
Trying to do the same shit.
yeah, we like doing the same stuff. And he kind of came on board, like you came on board like early on, and was just mostly like helping like behind the scenes, like camera, like
Writing. When we started writing, well, that first summer after freshman year, we linked up and started figuring shit out. It was when we did like My Friend Jesse.
right.
Yeah.
But it was like, yeah, and then we started writing together, and then slowly it became like,
Sophomore year of college where it really took off.
yeah, and then we started writing, like it got to the point where we were writing like almost every single video together. Yeah.
Yeah, we would take these long drives between LA and Tucson to try to make shit happen, and sesh and just talk about what we wanted to do, and just kind of aligned on it. So
Now you're doing it.
I'm doing it.
And you guys have a show coming out together on Quibi, right?
Quibi.
Well, it's not official.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Should we cut that?
No,
I can cut that easy.
No, you can say that.
Okay.
It's you know, we turned the scripts in. We're waiting for the final word on if we're gonna do it or not.
Nice.
We have some good updates. Nothing is set in stone.
Right.
Don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
We're very excited about what we've written.
Yeah, we've written really funny shit.
Yeah.
And we wanted to do this as a series, like that sleepover series that we did on YouTube.
Yeah.
So we've been wanting to do that for a while, and we had a development deal with like YouTube Red for these scripts like 3-4 years ago. So like we've been sitting on this concept and these ideas for so long, we finally have like a full show written. So it's like, yeah, we're excited.
Let's do it.
That's cool.
Did you meet Jeffrey Katzenberg?
Not yet.
Not in person.
Right.
He called me.
Oh, what was that like?
At first, it was an accident. It was because I did another
butt dialed
Quibi
you?
show. No, it wasn't a butt dial. I did another Quibi show in Vancouver. The Now. Only on Quibi.
You doing a plug?
Starring.
Wow. Doing a plug.
I'm trying to do it cute.
Yeah. It's funny. And where was I going with this? What was the point?
Jeffrey Katzenberg.
Oh,
yeah.
right. So after we shot it, I get a call from him on like Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Hey, I get a voicemail. Hey, Bobby, it's Jeffrey Katzenberg. Give me a call back when you get this. And I'm like, do I call him back? I'm not sure if that was actually for me.
Yeah, not
But I
Bobby.
call him back. Hello? I'm like, hey, Jimmy Tatro. Got a call. Said you were looking for Bobby. Not sure if you meant to call me. No, I meant to call Bobby. Okay, yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna call Bobby then. All right. I was like, Bobby. It was the director of my show.
Right.
And then he called me like 3 days later, and was like, hey, and they're like, hey, Jimmy, we got Jeff Katzenberg for you. And he just called me to like tell me I did a great job on the show.
Oh, nice.
But I don't think he remembered the previous phone call. I didn't bring it up. I was like, hey, do you remember when you called me a couple days ago?
I've heard he's one of those guys who can do like 3 or 4 hours of sleep, and he's just a tank.
Yeah.
I've
like
heard that.
all day working.
I've heard some stories.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, the fact that he, is calling people like that is awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I get a call, hey, Jimmy, we got Jeffrey Katzenberg for you. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
How old is he? He's in like his 70s.
Probably.
Is
yeah.
that right? Yeah.
He just gets it.
He's a beast.
He gets after
He's
it.
a beast.
a beast.
Dude, I have a funny story. You were nice enough to invite me to your birthday party last year, and I brought a girl. And I had only been on one date with her, and like when I picked her up, she had like super long fingernails, like ton of makeup, and like was clearly already on cocaine.
Nice.
And then
She pre-gamed your date?
yeah, and then we get to the party, and I was so pumped. I was like, yo, I'm bringing her to this cool party. I'm gonna look cool. And then we get in there, and she just starts like dancing like a tornado. Like she's just bringing it on the floor, and she's wearing a very provocative outfit.
Moving
And,
her
like,
body like a cyclone.
Yeah, and I'm trying to keep up with her, and I'm trying to ride the cyclone, but like Chad's just laughing at me.
Yeah, dude, I look over and she's fully bent over, like hands on the floor. And JT's like, "What am I doing, dude?"
Damn, you got you a real one.
And then, like 20 minutes in, she just quarters off with another girl, and they start making out.
What?
And then I was like, what is going
I wonder
on?
who the other girl was.
And then she comes over, and I'm like, yo, you're just like making out with the girl. And she's like, I didn't tell you I was bisexual. And I was like, nah. And then for the rest of the night, I was like just trying to keep up with her. And then she started, like, dudes started coming over and like dancing with her, because like she was so wild and open
Right.
that like guys were just coming over, and I would like have to like I would like get on the other side of her
Box
and like
it
no, I'd get on the other side and like look at the guy while they were dancing with her. And then
What do you say? Did you say anything? Just eye contact.
I would just like kind of look at them and be like, if I'm awkward enough, this dude's gonna bail. But most dudes didn't bail. Most dudes were like, no, I'll hang in the pocket as long as you will. Like, I'll outlast you, bro.
Oh my
And then
God.
so I took a break, and I spoke to a few other people at the party, and there were some nice girls there, and they're like, how are you doing? I was like, I'm good. I'm like, I'm on a date with this girl, but she's kind of like dancing with other people, and they looked over and they're like, oh my God, she's making out with that guy. And I was like,
No,
whoa,
right there.
yeah,
Who was the guy? Do you know?
no. And then I was like, you know what, I'm leaving. And then she came up to me and she's like, you're just gonna fuck. No, she got mad at me. She's like, you're talking to other girls at this party? And I just started laughing. I was like, are you serious? I was like, I was complaining to them about how you're like making out with people. And then she was like, whatever. And then she like walked out, and then we ended up Uber riding back to her place, and then we made out a little bit. But then she's like, hey, my girlfriend's coming over. So I was
Oh
like,
my
oh, well, that's
God,
cool.
JT.
And then a girl came over. And then the girl goes, and now my 2 buddies are coming over.
No.
She's like, Jack and Ryan are coming over. And it was like 3 a.m. And I was like, I just got scared. I put on my boots and I bailed.
Bounce. Yeah, get the fuck out of there.
I haven't seen her since. Yeah.
She said Jack and Ryan are coming over.
Something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
They sounded big, whoever the 2 guys were, because I heard them on the speakerphone, and they were like, yo, we're at the elevator. I was like, I gotta get the fuck
Yeah,
out of here.
we're coming
man.
through.
Yeah.
Whoops, just hit my head on the elevator.
Yeah. And I was like, oh no.
6'5".
Hold on, Ryan can't fit through the doorway. 1 sec.
But it was a good party, and she was a very interesting person.
Yeah, it was pretty entertaining to watch.
One guy comes, so I thought it was Jack and Ryan. No, just Jacked Ryan.
That party was fun. I liked it because it was
That was
like
lit.
it was so dark in,
Yeah.
in that place. and I wore all black that day, which is a great idea when it's your birthday, because like,
And Black History Month. I was proud of you.
yeah, man,
That's what's up, man. Appreciate
sure.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
That's
Beautiful.
but it's cool. It like when it's your birthday, it's like there's a lot of pressure to like talk to people and like
Yeah.
constantly getting pulled aside by interactions. But like half the people didn't even see me because I was wearing like all black hat. It looked like I was, security or something.
You were incognito.
So it was like I could like choose. I'd like see someone and be like, "Hey," and they'd be like, "Oh, there you are."
Yeah.
Nice
That shit was
situation.
lit. When are your guys' birthdays?
Mine was a
Mine?
month ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine's in November. I'm a
Nice.
Scorpio.
I got a lot of
When's your
Scorpio.
birthday?
I'm
Capricorn.
September. I'm right before you. I'm a Libra.
Oh, nice.
What'd you do for your birthday?
We didn't do shit. We went bowling. It was casual.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm not a big birthday guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate birthdays now.
Yeah.
It was like I think we were like just wrapped real bros. It was like a bad time to have a birthday.
Right.
It was a Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monday birthday's tough.
I think the older you get, the less you give a shit about like. Dude, I just don't want to invite a bunch of people to like celebrate me.
Right.
I just feel
Right.
weird. Like I wish someone else would be in charge of
You deserve it.
There's
You're
definitely
worth it.
birthday
birthdays.
services.
Yeah.
out
birthday
there.
services. You give them like a criteria, and they spit out an option.
There should be an app like that.
I just go to Disneyland.
Sick. I've been
Ooh.
to Disneyland so long.
I love just going to Disneyland.
Bro, word, let's go.
Dude, do you see the new Star Wars ride is out?
No, I saw it,
haven't.
but I
Rise
haven't-
of the
I went-
Resistance.
There's like a whole little area, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to hit that.
I think it's more of like a tram, and then like a lightsaber comes through.
Ooh.
I'm stoked.
I'm kind of hyped on that.
Yeah.
We can do some lightsabers.
Dude, I would. I kind of want to get into that lightsaber, like,
Lifestyle.
the whole like, that, and like there's like classes where you can like learn the choreography.
Oh wow.
Nice.
I'm playing a Jedi video game right now. And
Fallen
it's,
Order.
Yes.
Dude, it's good.
But you didn't play on extra Grandmaster mode, did you?
No, I did like
It's taking
training.
me a while. Yeah, everyone did. It's like, yeah, it's not that bad. I'm like, why is everyone playing on normal? Like,
yeah, dude.
We bought a lightsaber for a video in college.
Yeah.
And like it was one of those things where I was like, it's a write off. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a dope one.
Yeah.
And it was one where you hit a button and it goes like shoots out, and then when you move it or like hit stuff, it goes
Yeah.
like it makes
Right.
that sound
wow,
effect.
wow,
Yeah.
And it was so sick.
It's
Like we
dope.
would turn the lights off, and my
So
other
fun.
friend had a lightsaber, and we would like have these lightsaber battles at
Yeah.
night, and it was
Lightsabers are dope.
It was honestly the best time I've ever had in my whole life.
Wow, the best time?
Yeah, bar none.
Okay.
Hands down, easy.
You want to talk about it?
Nah,
You one of those guys who peaked in college? I didn't take you for that. Damn, it got serious. We should probably bounce.
It's a saber, dude.
You want to see JT's therapist?
Dude, he's a beast.
yeah.
Yeah, Amir.
Amir.
Really good guy.
I've been thinking about hitting a therapist just to get, just a vent.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I was seeing 3 for a while there.
Oh, damn. You had him on
Yeah.
Roto?
I had
You had
I
rotation.
had one dude, a CBT guy, and then a hypnotherapy lady.
CBT?
Cognitive behavioral therapy.
Oh.
It's really about like deconstructing negative
What shit
thought
you-
patterns.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and detaching yourself from the intrusive thoughts that you get.
Wow.
Yeah.
I try to do that to myself. I try to be self-aware of like bad thought processes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
it
just
affects
vent so much to my friends. You know, poor friends of mine, but you know, you still got to send me the invoice for all that therapy.
I got you. Yeah.
I know that though.
It's
So you
coming.
spread it around. Like you're like, oh, I called Robert too much this week. I'm gonna switch over to Mike. Yeah.
There's been so many times like arguments with like a girl where you realize you're wrong. Where I've realized I was wrong halfway through, then I like go from like yelling to like apologize, and it's just like what?
Yeah.
Like, you just realize what you did was wrong. However, I'm like, yeah, I'm trying this self-awareness thing.
Yeah.
That's my bad. Hearing it out loud, I fucked up.
Yeah.
People love that though. If you can do that for someone and be like, you know what, I just realized I was actually wrong. Like the way they look at you
No,
will
it's
totally
such-
change.
Such
yeah.
an admirable quality.
It's hard to get
Yeah.
there. I try to do it even when it hurts.
Like
Yeah.
like I will say, Felipe
good
is
at it.
very good at this. I told him this the other day. You know, hopefully he's not listening to this, but he's like very good. My friend like goes in on these arguments, and I'll be like, dude, you're so passionate about this. Like you're not actually this passionate about this. You're just like going all in on this argument. And he'll get hit sometimes with like a point, you know, a counterpoint, and he'll be like, yeah, that's true. You're right. And just switch his stance. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Hey,
Oh.
you know what you got to do? Sometimes
Cool.
you got to fake it. You got to just be like, if it's like a lower stakes argument, you be like, you know what? Actually, you're right. And then so when you do double down, they can't say that you're a stubborn person who doesn't change their mind.
Right.
Like you almost have to do it for credibility.
You can't play these mind games with your therapist though,
No.
because they'll
no.
see right through it.
No, you got to keep it real with them.
JT, you're doing it
Playing
again.
games.
Or it won't help. Yeah, my therapist is good at that stuff. He's like, you're pandering to me. You're just trying to make me feel good about myself because I'll be like, oh, you're such a good therapist, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And he's like, you don't have to do that.
So he gives you like better feedback.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's just some like nicer stuff. You're like, that's cool, right?
Yeah, and I just want him to
He'll be
like me.
yeah, you're good,
Yeah.
man.
That's cool.
You're
We
the
got
best therapist in the world, dude.
the bros go to therapy in this season, which
Whoa,
they do?
interesting.
one of them
yeah.
does. Yeah,
Nice, nice.
Which one?
Duncan.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
The therapist is Jay Chandrasekhar.
Oh,
Oh, perfect.
yeah.
Yeah.
Broken Lizard, legend.
Yes.
I met him at a bathroom one time. He was a super nice guy.
Just the bathroom?
Yeah, we were both just trying to get into the bathroom at a pizza place. And he
Nice.
was so nice. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, you guys have some big stars in this season. Like, can I say like Pete Davidson?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can say the
I
stars.
saw him. He laughed at one of my jokes. I was pretty pumped.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I just
awesome.
heard me. He's like, ha ha. And I was like, oh, dude.
What do you know Pete pretty well, right? You both do?
Shit. Yeah, I know him now because of this.
What do you think what makes him such a Lothario? What's the key to his
Oh, yeah.
to his swagger?
I
guy
mean,
here
the whole thing with him is he's just like, he just keeps it so real. And like, it's not like, he doesn't sugarcoat anything. He doesn't like change anything he's going to say. He's no filter. And,
Kind of like Trump.
well, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say that.
That's what you like about him, right?
No, but he's just like, he just keeps it like painfully real. You know, usually it's like pretty dark. So it's like, but it's like, that's just him. And like I've only known him for like 2.5 years. We did a show together, The Guest Book, randomly.
Yeah, on TBS.
Yeah, and then since then, like, we've just kicked it a bunch, and I did his movie over the summer, which I just took him to the screening. It was actually pretty good.
It's Judd Apatow directed it, right?
Yeah, Judd
Yeah.
directed it,
Yep.
and
Bill Burr.
Bill
Bill
This
Burr
is his
is it.
place.
Yeah.
Bill Burr is the fucking man. But that movie, like, if you watch that movie, it gives you like a good understanding of like
Of
just Pete as a person. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, you guys did a really good job of just like capturing him in his, that's him.
Yeah.
What was it like working on a big Judd Apatow movie with like an ensemble like that? Where is it? Because it's improvised a lot, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was
But I guess more to the original question, what was it like?
it's cool. It was cool. It was a cool experience. I didn't have it's a pretty small role, so I wasn't really there wasn't really that much to play with. But like, it was just really cool to watch Judd do his thing, and I always try to take like at least one or two, however many things you can from just an experience like that, and just just take pieces of. I try to take a piece of knowledge from like at least every set I'm on, and when you get a chance to watch a legend like Judd Apatow, and it's just there's just so much you can take from a guy like that. So I just appreciate the experience more than anything.
What did you learn from was it Phil Lord and Chris Miller on
Yeah.
on 22 Jump Street?
That was fucking cool.
What did you learn from them?
From them, it was just like, that was kind of like my first movie was Grown Ups 2, and that was pretty scripted. And then 22 Jump Street, it was like there was moments where the script would just kind of like go out the window, and that was like the first time where I was kind of like, I don't know, it was the first time I was exposed to like the shooting in like an improv kind of way, where it's like you'll do the take, and then they'll be thinking over there and whispering to each other, and then be like, do one like this, do one like this, do one like this, and the way you can like kind of shape something, and then especially like that plus Jonah Hill, who just like rewrites the script in his head, and it's funnier every time when it's like, he's incredible, like it's ridiculous. So I mean, that was just a fucking awesome experience for me. I was like 21 at the time, and that was like literally my second movie.
Yeah.
And I was able to actually like have some fun with the character, and like they let me, run with it a little bit. So that was cool. But yeah, I learned a lot from that one.
That's cool. Man.
What else?
What else is good?
What
Just been chilling, dude.
You
yeah.
want this cookie? I
Found out today I might have a thyroid condition.
No.
Yeah.
What's the condition?
Well, I haven't talked to the doctor yet, so I shouldn't jump the gun.
That's
Although my
WebMD?
brain runs. Yeah. Yeah.
Our buddy Dan, he had a positive spin though. He's like, well, it means you're like an energetic person who's stoked on life.
He had it reversed though.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Damn.
But I am an energetic dude. I am an energetic dude who's stoked on life. For
Yeah, that
sure.
is true.
Yeah. But I'm stoked because it's kind of a manageable thing. But I'm also jumping the gun. We don't know what it is yet.
You should get it
Yeah.
checked maybe.
No,
Not
I
by
did.
those other
I
three
did.
doctors, but like a new one.
Yeah, it's a brand new one.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a full thing. I got everything checked. So I know
Nice.
like everything. But you know what's interesting is you can't ever know everything. Like there's some diseases, there's just no way to predict if you have it. You just find out when you find out. So that also kind of gave me some serenity about life because I was like, you can't know exactly what's going to happen.
Happiness or clarity.
Exactly, because
Yeah,
I always
one.
thought the more I understood about things, the more happy I would be, and that's not true.
Right.
Yeah, you can just run yourself into circles.
Right.
It's like when my stars and astronomy teacher told me that the universe is 4-dimensional and our brains can only think in 3 dimensions.
Yeah.
So there's no way we'll ever possibly be able to grasp what the universe looks like.
Yeah.
And that was like, it almost gave me closure.
Yeah.
On like trying to understand like
Everything.
you know, the universe. It's like, all right, I guess I just can't.
Right. You,
I'll-
you would
I'll-
literally drive yourself mad trying to.
Dude, yeah, I always take solace in the fact that like our perception is limited. Basically, what you're saying, you know. So it's like we don't know everything that's
We're
out there.
seeing like through
Right.
here.
Although I did, because I usually maintain happiness through like I'm like, yeah, you know, you die or whatever, and then you're just like this energy thing, and then you're just, you know, you
Just vibing.
do whatever,
Yeah,
and then
until
you
you-
just go into like some other dude's body.
Yeah.
And then, but then like the other day I was like, wait, that can't happen. I was like, so there's like the clarity thing. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the more I learn, the more I like travel and shit, the more I realize like I don't know shit.
Yeah.
That's like the more like what I always realize.
Yeah.
Like I travel and like do something really cool. I'm like, wow, if I'm figuring this out. That means I don't know anything.
Yeah.
So what are if you're like an inside out? What are like the 5 pillars of your identity?
Oh wow. So what were what was hers?
Well, hers like changed because like one of them was like
Because puberty fucked it up.
it was like toys, and then
There was happiness. Oh, you're talking about like the
pillars
lands?
that like the system
inside of
runs
her.
on. Yeah, and then they
Oh.
like they got broken down. Remember, and if you lose like too many, then you're done.
The
Like
pillars
Goofy
wasn't
Land.
the people and the
No,
things.
no,
What were
no.
the pillars again?
The pillars are like so in the end it's like hockey, family for her, like
Oh.
yeah. It's like what are the
There's
foundational
being a goofball.
Yeah, being a
World.
goofball. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's a huge
Goofball's probably
It's a
one.
huge question.
Yeah, that's a big one. I gotta circle back, but goofball's probably one. Friends, family. Those are the last 2. Fuck.
Work.
Hobbies.
Yeah, work's so general though. Like
So you would say instead of work you would say like
Passion.
passion?
yeah, I think creating. That sounds
nice,
also
nice.
vague, but I think
No,
like
no, it's-
I gotta like
yeah.
be making something.
Yeah.
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 And then the 5th one is staying jacked.
5th one's jacked up.
And I think
Yeah.
people underestimate staying jacked. That's a big one. Yeah.
That is literally a big one. I'm not that jacked. I mean,
You're shredded, dude.
I've lost like 20 pounds in the past couple of years. Like I'm just slimming. I'm
Tone.
That's normal though.
It's that swim stretch life that I'm like leaning towards now.
When you take off your shirt, do you feel bad for everyone around you?
He does.
That's
See,
nice, dude.
He's literally right now. He's saying, "I'm not that jacked." He's defending
I'm not that
his
jacked.
jackedness. You know, he's saying, "I'm not that jacked."
I'm not Jack Ryan, your boy.
No, dude, that guy was huge. Just from his voice. I never got to put eyes on him, but just hearing
Right.
him, hey, I'll be up in a minute. I was like, dude.
Well, you know who got
Yeah.
eyes on him was your girl.
Yeah. Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was always very candid about all those
You should
things,
have
though.
her on the
Yeah.
podcast.
She
Dude,
would
that'd
be
be
really
fun.
good. Yeah.
That would be funny. Bring her on.
Bring her
Talk
on.
to her about that night.
And then you bring a girl. Just don't
Yeah.
tell them that they're showing up.
I'll bring my girlfriend
There you go.
or just some random
She's
girl.
awesome.
Or a rando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would your pillars be? Then we can answer some questions.
Are these the things that like maintain your happiness?
Yeah, or
Or-
maintain your like that are the pillars of
or
your
the-
identity.
Yeah. Family is definitely one. Friends, for sure. I think like I can't see it being a land in Inside Out, but like remembering where I come from. Because, you know, nowadays it's like my standards for what make me happy and what I need to be happy are like a lot more than what they were when I was, you know,
So humility.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, like just remembering to be thankful for what you have and not take it for granted. Because like
Yeah.
you look at yourself on a scale of like your previous self, and I'm like, I would be so stoked if I just instantly got everything I have right now when I was like 15 or whatever.
Right.
So it's just kind of trying to remember like that it's like an evolving, like you're evolving, and you just have to like keep
Perspective.
you have to keep stay aware of like where you come from, and you know, because I don't know, especially when you're like, you realize these things when you like talk to your family about shit, and you're like talking about what you're complaining about, and you're like, oh man, my problems now are like ridiculous compared to like my problems then. Like these are like first world problems now. Like so just kind of trying to remember that has always been a big thing for me. Like sometimes I'll just go drive by my old house where I grew up and be like, that's where you came from. So just remember that when you're like, if you're upset about like, you know, like just look at that little apartment right there. Like that was, you were happy there, you know? So like don't get
funny.
so caught up in all this bullshit.
Because I think about the same shit, but it's also like a fear for me too. Sometimes I'm like, fuck, like I don't want that to happen. I don't want like these.
You don't want to be me.
You don't want to. You don't want to go back.
I don't want to go back. So I'm like, fuck, I better put it in overdrive.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it feels good.
It's it's like if you're averaging, right? Say you're averaging like, you know, 20 points a game, right? And you're like, that's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Or say you're averaging 15 points a game, right? You score 25 and you're like, fuck yeah, good game, right? If you're averaging 30 points a game, all of a sudden your standards are higher and you're like, fuck, I need to put up 35 now.
Keep my
and
stats
that's
up.
You know, it's like that average, like maintaining that average is kind of like a mindset thing.
Yeah.
So it's like now you drop 25, but you're like, fuck, that's under my average. That was something that I previously would have been so happy about, but now I'm like almost disappointed.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of staying aware of like where you were at previously is, I think, the biggest thing.
That's crazy you talk about Vince Carter like that.
Dude, is he still in the league?
He's still in the league. I think he just like told the people was gonna re-up on like one more year.
Oh, really?
I really admire how he went from like being kind of like someone who didn't fulfill his potential to like fulfilling it in a different way. Though.
Right.
Yeah, just like through sheer longevity and being able to get along with people. Like he must be a great locker room guy to still be like a viable option for teams.
Right. Like how hard is it for like Derrick Rose? Like Derrick Rose, like who like has these like crazy games now, but like we know like if he didn't get hurt, like
yeah, he's kind of back a little bit though, which is crazy. And dude, he was squirrely there for a while when he was with the Knicks. Like, didn't they cut him because he just like wasn't showing up? Like he was probably super
he was
depressed.
Tripping, yeah. 'Cause he was about to give it up. Remember, he was like, "I'm thinking about to retire."
Yeah, because he couldn't handle the come down.
Yeah, it was some shit.
Is he with the Bulls still?
No,
he's on T-Wolves now.
Damn, with the Bulls in a minute. I wish he was with the Bulls.
Dude, that shows how much I know.
But you remember him at his best. I think your brain's selective that way.
Yeah. Oh, I do. Yeah, dude.
What are your guys' pillars? Do you guys know your
My
pillars?
pillars? It's a good question.
Pillars.
I go with like movement, like being able to move around a lot and stuff. And I think about this monologist I like, Spalding Gray. When his body broke down, he like threw himself off a bridge. So I try not to take movement for granted. But much love to anyone out there who's not moving too much. You'll get through it. All things pass. Number 2, BB connection, like friendship and stuff like that, family. Number 3, work, just having a purpose, something to get up for, something that gives you positive feedback. 4 would be sex.
Sex is dope. Sex is tight.
But you know, with intimacy, like everything in sex, I should really say intimacy. Yeah. Number 5, I don't know what number 5 is yet.
It's that 5th one.
That's okay, man. I only had one.
Really?
No, you had a few. You said
had a
friends,
couple.
family.
I have friends, family.
You remember where you came from? And then you said something else that was cool, I think.
Yeah. Well, I made the analogy. It actually wasn't Vince Carter.
Remember where I came from.
It was more of a 2K.
Right.
2K.
Jim's
career
been a lot
mode.
of 2K lately, taking it very seriously.
Oh, dude.
NBA 2K?
Oh,
Yeah.
Dude, I just dropped 53 the other night in the Western Conference Finals.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Who'd you play as?
I'm me, dude. You do a face scan, and it's you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks just like me.
It looks no.
My 5th one's
No,
honest.
it doesn't.
It
Hold
looks-
up.
it looks
no.
exactly
He's playing
like
in
me.
blackface.
Yeah.
And it doesn't count because
You created yourself and you made yourself
in the
black?
virtual world, you can be anybody you want.
It
I get
made
it.
me
I've
black.
seen Ready Player One.
I did a face scan it made me a black guy. Okay, I didn't choose.
And you didn't correct it?
I didn't choose to be black. I think
Right.
I think there's only a black voice, honestly, for career mode.
Really?
But that's what it made me look like a black guy. But when I do the face things, you know, like the which celebrity do you look like? It's, you know,
You got like Denzel.
it's giving me Eddie
got
Murphy.
Denzel?
It's giving me Denzel. It's giving me. I got Martin Luther King Jr.
Really?
Wow.
Like 3 times. And I was
So
like,
what's that
this-
say about your face scan?
I don't
Adam?
see it.
Yeah, I mean they're all weird, but like it was just giving me. I was just getting black guy after black guy.
Have you guys done the like legit face scan thing? I did that back in December.
What, like the one that was like the old face one?
Like
What face?
Like
Like the,
it's like they put you in like the Irishman. You know,
Oh no!
what they use
Oh,
for,
what'd
like,
you
the
do
Irish-
that for?
Our agent was like, "Hey, dude, put yourself in the system." And I was like, "For sure." And I did. I'm like, "What did I just do?"
What the
Yeah.
system?
Wait, what do you
so
Well,
they
he's
can-
like,
so-
he's like, so they scan your face so they can use it for like video games or like in the future they'll have a face scan from when I was this age, so they can if I'm in like a movie and I'm older, they can make me younger,
That's cool.
and I think they can make.
How
me
long was
older.
that process?
It was like an hour,
Oh, that's chill.
and it's all these cameras around you.
I
Right.
said no just because, like, I mean, I don't know who would want it anyways, but like, I just don't want to have my face in like a database. and
Yeah,
like,
I don't want
I don't
that
know
shit
if like in the fine print, then they can use me for some like propaganda ad like 20 years from now.
yeah, like
that's
you're
about,
gonna be like
you're-
how they're doing that movie with fucking James Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they are?
I don't want to be dead and then they're still using my face.
What?
I just
Yeah,
want,
and you're
I
not
just-
into the
don't like
movie. How do they
that.
have the rights? I guess his family signed
I
off
don't
or
know.
something.
Well,
That's whack.
I was thinking like GTA San Clemente.
That'd be
That'd
very
be
cool.
sick.
That'd be
I
very
think that.
cool.
I mean, I'm just being optimistic here.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
What are
with
your
my
5
faith.
pillars?
My 5 pillars, I'd say health,
a good one.
family, work, family, friends. Does those even count?
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a given.
Well,
Well,
alright,
I
my
can,
mom-
tell you, they
Yeah.
call them islands in the film.
I feel like
and
my
it's,
friends, my circle is like family to me. So
Yeah.
like, that's hard to differentiate. Did I cut you off from trying to ask questions earlier?
No, not at all.
Okay, my
God,
bad.
no. I don't have anything to ask. It was family. Hers was Family Island, Honesty Island, Hockey Island, Friendship Island, and Goofball Island. You nailed that goofball shit.
Oh,
dude.
Goofball.
Yeah.
Hockey
Okay.
Island.
Honesty Island. I gotta have that one too.
Health. I'm gonna do friends, family is 1.
Yeah. You can do that.
Work, goofball, the sun.
Nice, dude.
Son,
The sun's a good one.
I
That
like being
vitamin
in the
C?
sun. Yeah.
That's
So
vitamin
if we
D,
lose the
actually.
sun, dude,
it's all over.
you're gonna have to regroup, adapt,
Yeah.
build a new island.
That would suck if we lost the sun.
That would suck, dude.
Do you dudes want to answer some questions from our listeners?
Some cues?
Let's do it.
Some Susie cues?
None of these have been pre-screened, so we get a pretty interesting smattering. All right. An epidemic sweeping our great nation. What up, you freaking legends? I'm reaching out to shed light on an epidemic that has completely taken over our planet, but somehow is never mentioned in the mainstream. Obviously, I'm talking about savagery and uncleanliness that has taken over public restrooms across our great nation. I'm standing at the urinal and I whip out my freshly manicured dong to take a leak, which is a size somewhere between Joe's and Strider's, but closer to Strider's. Our friend Joe is a huge hog, and our friend Strider also has a dong. And suddenly I see some of the longest stray pubes known to man just sitting out, not only in the urinal, but also on top of the urinal. How does such a thing happen? Are dudes' bushes so out of control that simply whipping out their dongs can cause pubes to fall out? And what's with dudes being unable to flush the urinal? Just tap the shit with your elbow if you don't want to touch it with your hand. I'm starting to think there's a secret society of dudes out there who just get off leaving their mark in a gross way in public bathrooms. Please help bring this issue to light. Perfect time for you guys to plug our dogs at Manscaped as well.
Damn, that's a real one. Because public restrooms hard, bro. From someone who drinks a lot of water, I gotta pee a lot.
You drink water out of the public restroom?
Yeah, someone drinks a lot of public water, restroom water.
Damn, public
Yeah.
tap water?
I'm like always using public restrooms, and it sucks because like they're always fucked, but like at the same time, like you don't really have any incentive to help it keep it clean because it's so fucked up. I haven't seen pubes on top of the urinal. That seems pretty intentional.
Yeah.
Maybe he should just not go back there.
You don't see that? I see that.
Pubes on top for
Yeah,
real?
you see pubes.
Yeah.
I've wanted this same train of thought has crossed my
my
mind where
pubes
I'm
on
like, how'd
top.
that get there? Were you yanking?
He had to
Did
be.
you see a long one and yank it?
Yeah.
And then just
Or just like shake it.
just drop it?
Like leaving trails of himself to kind of like own the area.
I don't know. I've never understood the.
To throw off detectives for like a.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, he was here.
Yeah. Where were you on the night of the 25th? At the 7-Eleven. Check for my pubes.
It's that long one right there.
Yeah.
And you can just take someone's shit and just frame them.
Yeah.
Pretty fucked.
That's true.
That's why I collect
Rando pubes.
Rando pubes.
Nice.
Dude, I would
I'm
tell
gonna
this.
clone some people.
I would tell this dude, be the change that you want to see. You know, just be
Yes.
cleanly yourself and have good etiquette in there, and then people will take notice, bro.
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
have to. Just because it
Yeah.
is doesn't mean it has to be this way.
Yeah,
That's
because
what
for the
they
same
want to
shit, like
tell
if
you.
I go into a public restroom that's pretty clean, like I'm gonna try to keep it pretty clean when I bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was-
Treat public restrooms the way you would like people to treat public
Yeah,
restrooms.
go one better. Clean the bathroom yourself, dude. Just
Whoa,
go in
whoa,
there and
whoa.
just clean it.
Yeah,
And then
go
people
in
come
there.
in and they're like, what are you doing? Do you work here? And you're like, nah, I just care.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Wow.
would say this guy, and thank you for writing in and, you know, spreading. I think Jane Fonda said it best in the Oscars. There's nothing more important than awareness.
You know what she said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was
So-
wearing the same dress she wore 8 years ago because she doesn't want to contribute to more mindless consumerism.
Jeez.
So thank you for spreading awareness about these pubes.
A-list actors are so aware.
Yeah.
What would we do
Dude.
without them?
Dude, nothing more important than awareness.
Yeah.
Now we know about these pubes, and best thing you can do is keep spreading awareness about it
Yeah.
and keep manscaping.
What up, mayors of Stoke City? Thanks to Strider's dank advice last summer, I got myself a kick-ass girlfriend, and she's been great. She always takes my celeb shot and pong and drains cups like the legend she is. It's awesome. We've been super close friends for as long as I can remember, and over the summer we decided to give dating a shot, and it couldn't be going any better. But recently we haven't been doing many exciting things, mostly just chilling out and watching TV, and going out isn't what it used to be. We still have fun, but we don't hang around each other until it's time to leave. I'm getting a bit concerned that she might be getting bored or something. I thought maybe the fact that we already know each other so well, we kind of skipped over the excitement of finding things out about one another. Or maybe it's just a normal thing that happens after a while and there's nothing to worry about. Thanks, my dudes, for the help. Keep on filling the world with the legendary Stoke game.
Keeping it spicy in the relationships. That's a real deal. Jim, what do you think?
I'd say, I would say try to avoid being complacent. Try to avoid getting too comfortable.
Yeah.
Because I know, you know, you can get pretty comfortable with just doing nothing and sitting on the couch, especially if it's, you know, people you like.
But it's people you see all the time.
People you see all the time, people you like, it's comfortable, you don't want to do anything, you just want to hang. And then, I mean, this happened to me recently where I was just like, I'm getting too comfortable with doing nothing. Like, I'm just sitting on the couch, smoking weed, not doing shit. I don't want to go out. But then I was like, fuck, man, I got to like stop getting so comfortable with just not doing stuff. You know, it's good to do that for a while. Like, I kind of got out of my whole, like, I'm like kind of over the whole, like, you know, going out to like bars and clubs thing. But then it's like, I don't know, it's just making an effort to not do the same shit every night. And it does take effort. So I would just apply that to your...
Yeah, just do some random shit. Just get me like, let's go hit that restaurant we've ever been to.
Right.
Let's go, you know, just do something random. Go to a fucking escape room.
Yeah.
Axe bar.
Yeah, take it on yourself to kind of drive the ship and be like, hey, I got some fun ideas that might be not fun, but let's give it a shot. Yeah.
Yeah, get engaged in activities. I like escape rooms, paintball.
MMA fights.
Paintball brings you closer than ever.
Wow.
If she's down with paintball.
I recently told this dude to watch porn with his girlfriend. Give it a try.
Oh, nice.
That's fun.
Yeah, it
How'd
could be.
it work out? Do
Not
you
for
know?
me.
I haven't followed up yet. I'm gonna ask. He didn't. He wasn't like into it at first. So
Who was the
They're
guy?
both porn stars now.
right now they just both fuck. This guy is from my acting class.
Oh, okay, nice.
What's his full name?
Yeah, you want to know his full name?
Yeah,
I
and
got
his
his social too.
and
I
his
think.
girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean,
But he was looking for advice on how to spice up the sex?
it was something like that. He was like really against porn, and I was like, "Have you ever watched it
interesting.
with your girlfriend?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "Well, then you don't even know the boundaries,
Right,
of, like where
yeah.
shit could go.
Right.
Interesting.
You might hate it, but fuck it. At least you did it. And it's new, and you have something to talk about. And like,
I might try that.
there you go.
And dude, maybe if like just take your girlfriend to stuff you like, and then she'll be like, "Why don't we ever do stuff I like?" And then you'd be like, "Well, what is that stuff?" And then she'll
Boom.
say, and then you go do it. Yeah, like an elimination diet. All right, what up, riders of the Chill Apocalypse? You guys are my inspiration. Thank you for the pods and hilarious bits you do. They brighten up my life. I have a serious question about my mom. My parents got divorced when I was 15, and ever since then, my mom has leaned on me for emotional support, and in a way, I was spouseified by her, if you know what I mean. I love my mom a ton, and she is very important to me as well. I recently moved to another state, and I'm currently living with my GF, and I am torn with how sad and lonely my mom is. She'll be going through knee surgery soon and is quite the hermit. She doesn't have many friends, she's still single, and does not plan to date or get married. and not many of her kids live in the same state anymore. I know she misses me, and the guilt I feel about that is sometimes unbearable. I feel like it affects my life negatively because I'm thinking about her and just want her to be happy and healthy and not codependent upon me. I'm not sure how to proceed with this Stoke, my lords. She is one of my best friends, and I try to visit her as often as I can, but I always leave her, and I can tell how sad and depressed she is when I leave every time. I know both of you love your moms a ton, and I think you guys could give me some solid advice. I'm planning on going to therapy because I feel like my mom did me a disservice with spousifying me, and also as another thing, I live in Utah and she lives in Arizona, so we're not far apart. But still, because of the distance, I go and see her 4 times a year. She has paranoia and traveling, so for her right now, traveling to visit me is not plausible. She has a lot of deep emotional scars from failed marriages and such. Sorry for the long emails, dudes. No worry, my dog.
Wow, I actually have a very, very personal response, but can I use the restroom real quick? Can we pause?
Yeah,
for
dude.
sure.
Yeah, we'll wait for you.
All right, cool.
Or maybe we'll talk about something adjacent.
Is this
Yeah,
on
no,
the
you
left?
take a break too. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it too.
Is this to the left, yo?
Yeah.
So Christian, you said you had a.
Yo, we're back on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a okay. I was never spousified by anybody in my family, but my nana, my grandmother, Jim knows. She's awesome. She's super cool. She's been pretty involved in my life. And in 2018, her husband, my grandfather, passed away. And he was just like the fucking man, and he was just like so cool. And although he was like kind of sick for a while, like, it didn't look like he was gonna like pass anytime soon. So like, it was kind of a weird like drawn out process. But when it happened, like, you know, the normal grieving happened and it was rough. But then like this, and I only feel comfortable saying this because I know she's not going to listen because she barely has internet. But this year, she was just like calling me a lot more. Like, she always called me like several times a week, but she was calling me like a few times a day. And it was just very obvious, like, she wasn't adjusting to like being alone, like well at all. And I kind of had this sense of like service. Like, I love my nana. Like, one, I want her to be happy and I want to be here for her in these like long phone calls where she's just kind of figuring out being alone. But also, like, my grandfather was one of my best friends. He was like the homie. So like, I also feel like I owe it to him to just like be there for her. So like, I started answering every single phone call, which was like sometimes like 2-3 times a day. And like, we would talk for a long time. And like, half of those would turn into like how sad she was. So I was just kind of like being there for her and listen. I was kind of like her therapist, I kind of feel like a little bit. And like, I'm not a fucking therapist. I don't know how to be a therapist, but I like tried my best. But
He's pretty good.
I try. But it became to the point where like, if I like couldn't answer the phone for a couple of days, like, you know, she would not freak out, but she would feel some type of way. Or like that next phone call, she'd be like, where were you? Like, why were you so busy? Blah, blah, blah. And I found it like hard to kind of keep up with that. So that's my background with that.
Did you say anything to her?
Yeah, we're still breaking ground. We're still breaking ground. And it's been hard because like, I feel like my family doesn't like feel the same way as like obligated to like be there for her. Cause like my parents are just trying to like be empty nesters now and like enjoy each other again. You know what I mean? So they're kind of like don't want to deal with that depressing shit. My brother is like just kind of in grad school trying to figure it out. And even though I don't have more time than those people, like, I don't know, I just look at it differently. But it's a daily thing. I talk to her every day still, and like, she throws little hints of like how sad she is, and I kind of just try to explore it with her, but she's also still kind of in denial. It's a lot, bro. So I feel that, dude, that it's a lot, like grieving and having someone who like, if you are that person that picks up the phone, then like you become that person. And it actually fucking, okay, last time I was here, we were here, I had beef. We had talking about like who you have beef with, right? And it was my parents. You guys remember that? Because they like opened up the presents without me on Christmas. Yeah. Dude, this Christmas, I also beefed it with my fucking parents again. Because I flew my nana out here because she lives in Bermuda, because she was going to be home alone on Christmas. I was like, nah, dude, like, that's whack. So I was like, come out here, like, we'll surprise the family, be a whole great thing. And she was like so excited once she got on board with it. She was excited. Fly her out here, and my parents just like weren't down. Like,
really,
they weren't down to have her here because like, once again, they're just trying to like live their life. And like, when she comes here, she always stays with us, and I figured like she's gonna stay with my parents. I don't have an extra bedroom. I didn't at the time have a bedroom for her. But they just like didn't really want her and her like sad vibes around. So then she came and stayed with me, which I didn't mind at all. It was totally fine because like I was in and out, and she would clean the apartment, which was dope. And but my parents didn't want her living with me either. They're like, nah, fuck that. She's gonna like make his life annoying. So my dad just booked her a flight back without telling me, and like kicked her out. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? First of all, you just wasted my money because she doesn't get to take that round trip. So there's a few $100s on the drain. And second of all, like, what the fuck? But like, it's his mom.
So he kind of has
Precedent.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, bro, you guys just aren't trying to see how bad the situation is. So like, once again, I'm just like that. I was taking her side, and she was like venting to me about how mad she was. So like, it's tough, bro. And I don't have like an answer like how to like really handle it. I've just been trying to make myself as available as possible. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because it'd be hard sometimes. That third phone call, I'm looking at it like, fuck, here we go. Like, I gotta like really like stop whatever I'm doing, like gear up for it.
And you're being hard on yourself because you feel like you're not doing your job if you don't pick it up.
Right. Yeah.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. So fuck, I didn't mean to take it there, but like,
no. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it.
So good luck, bro. If you're going through it, I'm there with you.
Yo, dudes, love the pod, and I got a love question. I'm into this one girl that's a dime piece, but I'm getting hard mixed signals from her. But there is another girl that's attractive, but not near the other girl, but she's hella into me. Which one should I go for? Should I go for the maybe or for the for sure? Thanks, bros.
That's a pretty relatable one.
Wait, he likes the maybe?
No, he's more into the
dime, but the maybe.
He's more into the maybe. Yeah.
Oh, I thought the maybe was more into him. Is that what it? No, the maybe. Oh no, he's more. The maybe is the dime.
I think
the maybe is the dime,
and the for sure one is a little less fine, but into him.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. The for sure one is going to stress you out a lot less.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
If she's more into you,
right?
I mean, depends what he's looking for. If you just are looking for a hot girl and that's all you want, you know, shoot your shot with that maybe.
I see.
But if you're looking for some stability or something, you know, might be more relaxing to go with the girl that's more into you.
Right. Go with the connection.
The connection.
Yeah, going with the hot girl, the dime, like that. You're just fighting for the connection that like hardly ever works out.
Yeah.
It'll fade.
Yeah, and then you're gonna probably lose the other one too, in that time you spent trying to chase the other one.
Yeah.
The dime.
Whereas if you go for the for sure, maybe it's great. If it's not, the maybe will probably be more into you.
Yeah, definitely.
Whereas if you go for the maybe, the for sure might fall off.
Right, but don't go for the for sure just because she's down. Go make sure like you like her.
Yeah.
You guys can.
Yeah, I'd say don't settle in the sense that like if you have a connection with the for sure, and like you're saying, but you don't really have, don't go for the hot one just because she's hot. I'd say look at the connection, and also I forgot what I was going to say, so I'm going to leave it at that.
I mean, that was solid.
That was good.
Just go
Thank you.
Go for the connection over the superficial
Go for the connection.
hotness.
Yeah.
Chad, do we have another ad before we get into our Babes Beef?
Oh, yeah. I think there's new copy. One sec.
Let's brand it up.
Should be
You got any ads, Jim? You want to drop any brands real quick?
Besides the Now coming out on Quibi and Real Bros of Simi Valley coming out February 14th on Facebook Watch.
That's right.
Every Friday.
Is this going to come out after Real Bros drops?
I think this is going to come out on Thursday, and you guys come out on the 14th?
Yeah, day before. Real Bros comes out tomorrow.
Day before. That's better if it comes out before, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let's do it.
Make sure you have your trims pubed with Manscaped.
Yeah.
Because they have the new Lawnmower 3.0 coming out. It's coming in hot, and it's ready to come in and take care of your dong in the best way we know possible, right? Because there are no nicks, there's no cuts. It's skin-safe technology. Guys, when you drive down a street in the neighborhood and you see a freshly cut lawn, what do you think?
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
That guy trims his pubes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's using a lawnmower, probably like a freaking Deere. Is that a company?
A John Deere?
A John Deere. Or no, he's using like a Craftsman, whatever the fuck. And then he's using Manscaped for his dong. So, and it's also Halloween. They said they were going to give me Halloween or Valentine's Day copy.
Do they have a gooch scooper?
Dude, good call.
I feel like there should be one that just gets it in one swipe.
Yeah.
The gooch scoop. Just
That is true. There's some like
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You don't want to have to keep going back.
Oh my god.
Manscaped, if you're listening, Gooch Scooper, that's on the next product. They've got ball deodorant. They've got all kinds of stuff.
Nice. I actually had in high school. I'm not going to tangent very long, but in high school, I wanted to invent a body wash specifically for your balls and your dick.
Nice.
What would be the aroma?
Oh man, it'd have to be something like subtle. Because don't be like me when I was like in 9th grade thinking I was going to get head all the time, and I was like kind of mixed some toothpaste into my body wash when I washed my dick, thinking like the girl's going to like that.
Yeah.
And it just burned. I was
You put
learning,
toothpaste-
JT.
you
I
put
was,
toothpaste.
yes,
Yeah.
Aqua Fresh.
Oh, nice. I'd go with Colgate Classic.
Nice. I was like, I might get head today. Don't have it lined up. But
I
it
love
might
that
happen.
optimism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like,
I
what
wish I
is-
could approach every day like that.
What is that?
Yeah.
Aquafresh.
I don't even like head that much.
Yeah.
So use code GoDeep20 if you're gonna
God bless you, dog.
take care of your nuts at manscaped.com. GoDeep20. It's Valentine's Day. Do the right thing for your partner, and that's what's up.
Nice.
Let's go. Chad, what is your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is with palm weevils. Yeah, I can talk
dude.
about this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. So palm weevils, they're killing the palm trees, and as you know, or as you might know, the LA government is not gonna replenish the palm tree population. So
Wait, what?
yeah, within like 50 years, all the palm trees will be gone.
What?
Wait, hold on. I'll be here in 50 years. What
Yeah.
you mean?
It's big news, dude.
So palm weevils are coming. They're killing the palm trees, and on top of that, the government's like, it's too much on the environment. The costs
What's
are
a
too high.
palm weevil?
Yeah, it's some like termite thing that that doesn't like cool aesthetics. So my beef of the week is with the palm weevil. Quit killing the palm trees, you fucking knobs.
Yeah.
What's yours, JT? What's the beef?
Oh, normally I go last, but I can hit it.
Hit it.
My beef of the week is with England.
Okay.
I don't like the way they treated Alan Turing, I think is his name. Because if you watch the movie,
Imitation Game.
yeah.
Love that movie.
And then, so he comes up with this theory to crack the Enigma code, which basically wins World War II for the Allied forces. And then the movie ends there, and you're like, oh, what a hero. And then in text, they're like, oh, by the way, we chemically castrated him the next day for being gay. You're like, all right, well, that's a hell of a way to repay the guy. I mean, just major boo-boo on England's part. And I guess the Queen came out a couple years ago and was like, hey, we fucked that up. And, you know, it's a little late, but I do appreciate making amends. So I guess it's all good.
Admitting you're wrong.
Yeah, for sure. And so, but I just feel bad for him because he did a lot of good work, and he came up with that Turing game. Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Where you can like see if a robot's human.
Turing test.
Right.
Turing test.
Ex
Yeah.
Machina.
Yeah. And so, you know, just a lot of beastly contributions coming from that dude, and I'm sorry that we 86'd your dong. That was really unfair of us. And I'm putting me in that. What's your beef of the week, Christian?
You know, I didn't know, but now that you said England, I'm gonna say China.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm not usually up on like virus epidemics kind of stuff. I don't know why Corona has like caught my eye, but I also, do you guys watch like those guys who are like the whistleblowers, like trying to warn the world, and China just fucking kills them?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
well,
didn't
like-
know that.
Well, I mean,
Whoa.
there's no proof they killed that first doctor, but like it's
Right.
pretty obvious. And then the second whistleblower who was like posting YouTube videos, they just like took him in because like he's a prisoner now. So China's just fucking up with this coronavirus, not handling it. It sounds a lot like Chernobyl that I watched earlier last year.
Yeah.
Great film or show.
Right.
Yeah.
So China beef,
Yeah.
Mongolian beef.
That's good beef, dude. Jimmy, what's your beef of the week?
You know, I'm gonna go with Rotten Tomatoes.
Nice.
Oh, nice, dude.
Nice.
You know, I just lately have been really not agreeing with some of these ratings, and the one that really sticks out is I saw Spring Breakers for the first time.
One of the best movies ever.
I could not disagree more. That movie, I am so mad that I watched it. It was the worst movie I've ever seen, and it was terrible. It was a shit movie.
Yeah.
You didn't feel like it moved through you, like it was like a sensory experience?
The movie
I
sucks.
felt like it was a dude holding a camera saying, "All right, guys, do hot stuff. Yeah, make out. Yeah. Okay, yeah, do that." And then he's like, just improv some like badass girl stuff, and they're like, just did that. And she's like, "Do you have any other ideas besides like just like flipping the camera off?" And he was like, "No, that's hot.
Yeah.
Maybe make out, blow smoke."
It was like A-list actors trying to be real college girls.
It was the most bullshit.
Whack.
And then it's like, you know, it was terrible.
Do you like
And I
Franco's
think it has like a
performance?
72% on Rotten
What?
Tomatoes.
Yeah, too low.
And I saw that and I was like, you guys, this is bullshit. Rotten Tomatoes is bullshit.
Someone told me to when I first saw it. Someone was like, "Yo, you gotta watch. I really think you'd love it." It was like a genuine recommendation. I was like, "All right, I'm gonna fucking sit down and watch this." And I was like, 3/4 of the way through, like so mad, trying to figure out like, man, this better have some kind of fucking ending. And no, terrible.
It was like they had a script, and then during all the dialogue, they shifted into they did montage stuff, and then they hung on what was supposed to be the montage, so you don't hear any of the storyline.
So is your beef with Spring Breakers or Rotten Tomatoes?
I mean, mainly with Spring Breakers. I fucking hate that movie more than anything, and I think awareness needs to be raised about how bad of a movie that was.
Yeah.
And the fact that Rotten Tomatoes is repping it at a 70% just really is
that's BS.
detrimental to their brand, I feel.
Dude, nothing more important than awareness.
My dog.
Thank you.
Awareness.
Yeah.
Chad, who is your babe of the week?
My baby of the week is La Croix, and yeah, I call him La Croix.
Nice.
I love that they somehow were able to sell everyone these cans and be like, it's flavored water, you know? And I love them. But every time I'm drinking them, I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. This is salted water with like a hint of lime or coconut. I like tangerine, actually.
Oh.
Or pamplemousse, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
That was not bad.
So yeah, I just like the cojones they had to call it La Croix and to sort of market it. I don't know. I just every time I see the cans, I'm like, this is ridiculous, but I love it.
It's been around for a long
The
time.
cans are
It just
cool.
took
The
off.
cans
They
are
look
cool.
beautiful and they're all stacked up
They
in a
do.
fridge.
Yeah.
They've been around. It's just we're on set now, so we're exposed to them.
Right,
Exactly.
Yeah.
and
That's what it is.
and it's like you feel like you're drinking sodas. I think you get that same
what
kind
it
of
is.
joy.
Yeah.
Because when you're on set, you're
Yeah.
looking at all the drinks and you're like, fuck, I don't want to drink a Coke because it has 43 grams of sugar.
Right.
So what should I do?
Does it
La Croix.
Yeah.
I think it might be more.
Jesus.
Mexican Coke's like 53. And your recommended daily intake is like around 50. So it's like you drink one Coke, you're like, all right, I hit it.
It's absurd.
Gotta
So if you're
stop.
drinking like 2 sodas a day,
Yeah.
cut back.
Yeah. Ugh.
It's crazy. Christian, who's your babe of the week?
Just let them fuck this up. What's the third one?
Legend. of the week.
Legend.
Okay.
They're kind of interchangeable.
Yeah,
To let you
fuck.
behind the curtain.
I'm
a
going to
little
go,
Okay. Go ahead. You got one?
yeah, my baby of the week is Dua Lipa.
bit. Nice, dude.
Yeah, she's been my,
That's your babe every week.
I mean,
Did you see that stage performance she did? That was like with the coordinated colors and stuff. That's the best description I got.
no, but it sounds sick.
I'll show it to you later. Yeah, it's pretty fire.
Why Dua?
I mean, she's just the baddest.
For sure. Yeah, she's bad.
What you got?
Honestly, fuck, I wish I would have prepared. I was going to text you guys and ask you, yo, what are these 3 things again? So I can start preparing. But I didn't. Babe of the week, I'm going to give it to my my plant. I have a fig tree I'm growing in my apartment right now.
dude.
Nice.
Figgy Smalls. And she's just like taking leaps, guys. Like I wake up every morning and she's got like a new fucking, and she started off just like dry branches in a pot, like just branches, no green on her. And now she's fucking green. So shout out Figgy Smalls. I'm watching you, babe, every morning. I talk to her and shit.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
My baby of the week is Matthew McConaughey. I don't know if I've shouted him out before, but obviously I really admire the guy. I was watching his Howard Stern clip yesterday. They replayed an old one from like 15 years ago, and it's him talking about when he got arrested for playing the congos too loud in his place naked. And the way he describes it is just so wonderful. He's like, yeah, so I'm naked and I'm banging on the congos. And Howard's like, why were you naked? He's like, I don't know. It's just, you know, everyone knows when you're naked, it's better than whatever else you're doing. And then he talks about the cops and they're like, he's like, they said you resisted. He's like, you're damn right I resisted. They were in my house. I told them to get the hell out of there. And he's so like low key, just charming about it. And yeah, I've heard him on Terry Gross's interview. I loved him on there. He had a good way to describe being in romantic comedies. He said, if you go too deep, you sink the ship. And I just think he's a guy who's got, you know, he's full of philosophy. I love it.
If that's your babe, who's your legend?
Well, we're going to swing back to it.
Yeah, I guess that sounds like a legend.
Yeah, I mix them up sometimes so
Okay.
that we can broaden the defs.
Got it.
But dude, you're very perceptive. I
Yeah, I was
appreciate
just
you
like,
being
where's
on
this-
top
where's
of
this
it.
going? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, in that interview when he's like cops came in, they saw a bong and that just set him off. he's like, and that was head down, just banging away. I didn't even hear him at first.
He's a cool guy.
I think I've heard that.
Who's your
His
legend?
dad died with an erection.
I heard that. Yeah,
And
he
his
talked
mom-
about that on Howard,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's
Which is
amazing.
pretty awesome.
Just quickly circle back, not to cut you off, but I do have a more recent beef that just, you know, we can skim past this. But my neighbor recently started drumming. He's a drummer now.
That's sick.
So
Is he good? 'Cause my band's looking for a
he's
drummer.
not great, you know,
Okay.
and he's practicing a lot.
That's the worst.
Sometimes in the morning. So, you know, that's a fucking cool thing. That's a bit of a beef. Anyways, let's go on to legends.
Every morning, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you wake up.
Dude, he's not drumming.
Who's your legend of the week?
My legend of the week are bees. What up, bees? Dudes, thank you so much for making honey, for pollinating, for doing whatever else you do, for scaring the shit out of me, for scaring my brother, making him look like pretty big Sally whenever you come around. Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to bees. I know that, you know, bees are on the decline right now. We're trying to get them to, you know, I think Brad Pitt said he's looking into that. So,
You heard about my hive?
dude, I've seen it on your stories.
That's just no
You got
joke.
a beehive?
I got arguably the biggest hive in Los
You,
Angeles.
hold on,
it
let
still
me
there?
hold on. You don't have a hive. The hive has you. It's very clear.
Whoa.
Hey,
It's out of control.
we have honey.
So you're keeping it?
We're keeping it. It's probably this big,
Does it scare the shit out of you?
like this, and a chunk of it fell. Like probably like 20% of it fell off like last year. And we took that comb and got the honey off of it.
That's
And
awesome.
it was delicious.
Bomb as fuck.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really good, but a little concerning. There's definitely like 10,000 bees in this hive.
Yeah.
Probably. So
That's an army.
yeah, it's a little concerning. Some people are pretty scared.
Have you seen how bees find out who the queen is?
Oh,
There's like 5 of them in there, and then one starts making noise through like the larva that they're all developing in to say like, "Hey, I'm ready to be the queen." And then I think she just eats the other ones,
nice.
and then she just goes into her life of just shitting out bees.
And they give her the royal jelly.
and they feed her the royal jelly. That's the other really
The
special
craziest thing about the queen
She gets
is,
the good jelly.
Yeah.
is
Wow.
if the queen dies, they all start going nuts, right? Like the hive will start going off, and a beekeeper will come through with a queen.
Wow.
And they'll replace your queen, and then the hive will,
Just chill out.
Settle.
That's awesome.
yeah.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Interesting culture.
Where in your yard is it?
It's on my side yard,
Right.
so it's big.
They get in
I'll
the
post
house,
some
bro.
more updates on my story. Yeah, they get in the house if you leave the lights on. So like sometimes if you leave all the lights on in the laundry room and the window open a crack, like you
Yeah.
walk in there in the morning, it's fucking bees everywhere.
Oh, that's crazy. Do you ever get like hammered and you're like, I'm gonna fuck with it?
No, not even.
I'm telling you, you think it's cool until you walk out there like, oh, like they're like buzzing. Like,
No,
they're
yeah,
like,
it's-
say was like,
everyone has
come,
the same
step
reaction.
It scares me just hearing
Yeah,
that.
they're just looking up and they're like, "Where? Oh my
Yeah,
god!"
once you like see it
How do you move when
Yeah.
you see? Like, how do you defend yourself?
slowly,
Yeah, just back up.
yeah, probably just
Smart.
don't move. Yeah,
Do you get stung a lot?
I haven't been stung. My roommate's gotten stung like 5 times. I haven't been stung.
Have you been
goes
stung?
and- Not at his beehive. I've been stung though in my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
yeah.
too.
I haven't been stung by these bees.
Right.
Right. Yeah. That's
We have an agreement.
Yeah.
Peace treaty. That was so. Your legend was bees.
Yeah. I just want to give a shout out to bees, dude.
Okay.
Thank you so
That's what's
much.
up.
Who's your legend? You gotta give me a second.
Okay, my legend's King Princess. Have you guys heard this band? This group? Dude, they're so good.
Really?
They get this song Hit the Back. It'll get you fired up and moving. And the lead singer, she just has like tremendous charisma. She looks like she could just like possess your entire soul. I watch her live stuff from like Colbert or SNL, and it really will get you way too fired up.
King, what was it? King what?
King Princess.
King Princess. That's a cool name.
Ain't I the best you had, and I'll let you throw it down, hit the back, tell me you need respect, because you know that I'm around. I'm your pet.
Oh wow, it's
Yeah,
deep.
yeah, it's
Like
a
that.
little. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What's up, dude?
I'm
Who's your
still
legend?
thinking, Jim. Do you have a ledge?
Yeah, I got one.
Jimmy,
Go,
who's
give
your
me the
legend?
ledge.
I don't want to get too somber here, but
Uh-huh.
legend of the week has to be Kobe Bryant.
Oh, for sure.
Dude,
You know,
nice.
Shout
and
out.
as a lifelong Los Angelino. That was a tough one to process. But the guy has just been. It was one of those moments where it was like, someone like that goes down, and it's like you kind of question everything. Like, if that guy can die in like a helicopter crash, it's like, holy fuck! It just kind of shakes. It just shakes everything up. And it made me kind of like, I just was like, I couldn't get shit done for a while, but I think what you can take from it is you look at the way the world reacted to one guy, and it's inspiring to see that one person can have such an impact on a city, on the whole world. And yeah, that guy's been my inspiration since I was like, 4, since he got drafted when I was, 4 years old. So
I don't know if one person's like ever put so much energy, like energized the world so much. I really don't. Like, and not in our time. It's just like, yeah.
It was a crushing one to process, but as they say, legends never die.
Never.
And Kobe Bryant will be remembered forever. But shout out to Kobe Bryant.
Shout out 24.
Kobe.
Well, I got my legend now.
Hit it.
And that kind of helped me think about it. My legend is my flag football team. Shout out to everybody on there. It's the crew. Specifically, though, the homie Temple, who made a leaping, diving catch our first game 2 weeks ago, which was the same day that we lost Kobe. He made this leaping, diving catch and like tore a ligament in his shoulder.
Wow.
In the process. It was like a fucking 40-yarder.
But he completed the catch.
Completed the catch. There's a video of it. It's crazy. And we were like, oh, fuck yeah. Then he gets up and his shoulder's all fucked. We're like, oh. So we drive him to the hospital. But that inspired the team this past weekend to fucking crush shit. So now we're just
That's
like,
awesome.
we're out there just balling, yeah.
Beast.
Did there flag football leagues?
Yeah, you trying to play?
Yeah.
It's fun.
We met Temple too. He's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. He's funny, dude.
He has a great voice.
He does.
Oh, Temple from Everybody Wants Some?
Yeah.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah.
So he tore his shoulder?
Yeah, bro.
He's hurting. Hope you're all right, dude.
I'll show you the
Get on
catch.
the mend. That's
Yeah,
my favorite
yeah.
movie
Shout
of
out
all
Temple.
time.
Oh, for real?
Well, I said on last week's podcast, it's the only movie I ever ripped my shirt off immediately afterwards.
Wow.
Everybody wants some?
Yeah.
It's a dope movie.
Got me fired. I love Richard Linklater. All right, let's do our last one. We'll combine.
That was the last one.
Our quote of the week / or it could also be your phrase of the week for getting after it. So it could be made up.
That's tough.
I'm not going to lie. My phrase every day for the past several days has been Mamba mentality.
Nice.
I put it on my phone. I look at it every fucking day.
I love it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Chad, do you have yours?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I got this from, so I have context. Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna hop on board with Christians since I can't think of another one.
Mamba mentality. I love it. Mine comes from Laird Hamilton.
Nice.
Sick.
I think the key to happiness is maximizing each day. So if you're unhappy, here's just here's a simple prescription: live harder.
Nice, dude.
Wow.
That's kind of Mamba mentality.
Yeah. Live harder.
Mine is from this Marky Basie song that I've been listening to, Morning. It's a love song, and he says, would you know if I laid with another lover? We was on a break, babe, and I wore a rubber. And would you forgive me?
Damn.
That's awesome. He wore a rubber?
Yeah.
He's like, he's trying to write like his most romantic song possible.
Nice.
But
There
he's
you
gotta,
go. All right,
but he's got to
Mark.
keep it real. Yeah.
He wore rubber.
Good on you, Mark. All right, dudes, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you
guys.
so much for coming by.
Yeah, guys.
Real Bros comes out
Friday.
February 14th, Friday.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
It's going to be killer. JT and I are in a couple of scenes.
You guys are in episode 2. Comes out.
Oh, yeah. We even talk about how
Episode two?
fucking hilarious you guys are in it.
February
Sorry.
21st.
Oh, dude.
You guys are fucking hilarious.
Oh,
We crack up watching you guys'
Oh,
scenes.
thank you
that's
guys.
nice.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, it's a funny scene.
It's fucking really good.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You guys
Appreciate
get to
it.
see it at the screening. So
Oh, it's going to be at the screening?
We're going to show it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be at the
Nice.
screen. Oh,
Yeah, bro.
dude. No,
People are gonna peek at you. Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, dude. Well,
My
thank
friend,
you-
I was trying to
thanks for
show my
letting us
friend
do
one
it.
and a little bit of that episode, and he was like, he saw you guys come on screen, and he's like, no, I don't want to fucking see this, dude. You showed me this last year, and it ruined it because I was like the funniest fucking part of that episode. So I'm not watching this. I was like, all right.
Oh, that's nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, all right. Well, dudes, you guys are legends. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming in.
Aaron.
Joe. Yeah, good shit, guys. Appreciate you guys.
That was fun.
Thank you.
Good to see you guys.
Brotherhood.
Dude,
I didn't get any pics.
we should have
on
a.
the screen.
We had a good day drinking session in New York. We should have a.
Oh,
we should
yeah,
have
we should talk
another.
about that. That
What's
really
that? You guys
righted
trying to
my
day drink?
shit.
We should
did.
have another sesh.
We linked up when I
Four
was
of
out
us.
there.
Oh, yeah, you told
The
me.
four of us.
I was jelly.
I was sad after
Royal
Howard
jelly.
Stern, and you like pulled me out of it. I really appreciate it.
Aw,
Yeah,
there you
dude.
go.
Thank you. We missed our flight.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we were.
gotta
We
miss a
got
couple.
pretty hammered actually.
Dude, we were blacked out.
No, you.
I woke
Damn, it
up
was
at
like that. You made it sound like it wasn't that cool.
No, it was fun. I said it was fun.
No, you're like it wasn't that cool. You didn't miss anything.
I didn't want you to be jealous.
You said
man.
they can't hang.
That was true. That was true. I was a mess.
I didn't say that.
All right. Sweet.
If you need advice,